anything about it.
Not sure. Hey guys, welcome to episode 6,
Number
7, one of the two, 6, 7, Waterdeep. I'm confused because my Discord says it's episode 6, but my notes say it's episode 5. So
Let's just go with episode 11.
I'll just figure that out.
Sounds good.
Permanently episode 69 until we
There we
figure
go.
that out.
Yep.
So, last time a group of adventurers was making their way about their daily lives, having a rat excursion fight, dealing with the aftermath of the random worm attacking town as well. They started to kind of settle in for their morning after they got back from their morning watch. Wait, no, yeah, you guys just did it for a morning watch. That's right. That was yesterday. When they arrived back home, they listened on as a fireball erupted in the street, killing several people. And a prompt mystery investigation kind of popped up of what was going on with this situation while the fireball happened outside their house. They partially got involved looking through the survivors, trying to figure out what had happened when they were rushed by the investigators and the city guard, responding to the issue, as well as also a griffin rider who came down just to see what had happened, as the fireball exploding in town is particularly interesting. They were questioned by the investigator, Mr. Barnabas. Barnabas, what's his last name? I don't have it written down because it's in my sheet. Barnabas Blastwind. As they were questioned, Barnabas quickly realized that they were most likely not the culprits because A, it would be a little bit too obvious, and B, they didn't know anyone who had died. As they questioned a couple people, they did find some markings of some of the Zenitarum, as well as a person seemingly holding a large amount of coin, heading to their establishment based off of his direction that he was facing when he passed away. You guys gathered a little bit of information about seeing someone on the roof who threw a bead from a necklace possibly into the street and retrieved the necklace as well from a small boy. As well as you guys also went to the Blackstaff's Tower and talked to Vajra about coming to look into the situation and see what happened. The long road kind of led you guys to realize that whoever this was being chased. The people who were there were attacked by a third party, who killed not only the person that was coming to you, but the people who were chasing him, and most likely was part of a third party connected with the entire arrangement. You guys also were hinted at that this has something to do with the Neverember family, specifically that the messenger was someone who worked for the Neverember family. Remembering that you had Rainier, who is the disassociated member of the Neverember family, and yeah, that's where we left off. You guys turned in the necklace, or the necklace of fireballs, over to Barnabas before heading back and heading to bed. So, what would you like to do?
Make waffles.
Making waffles.
Are we going to... We have the guard duty thing this morning, right?
You do.
Yeah, we.
Yeah. I think we have like 2 days left of that.
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to make waffles.
You
However one
have
does that.
3 days left.
Yeah, we did 7 days, so yeah.
There we go.
would you guys like to do? Go ahead and roll your survival check for making your waffles. Waffles without a waffle iron. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. 7.
Ooh.
You make something
got-
that resembles the texture of waffles.
I'll take it.
However, it doesn't really have the grooves or any of that stuff in it.
Oh, it's a pancake.
I made pancakes, but I put a
No,
checkerboard pattern.
it's a crispy pancake.
Yeah. Nailed it.
Okay, so I think we should probably have a discussion about what we're gonna do about the explosion. So,
Berzduk walks downstairs with some of his stuff floating behind him.
burst up.
Oh, morning. He looks up from the spellbook.
So, I think we should turn in the necklace that we got from the kid to.
We already did.
Oh,
Yeah, we did. So we did that last night. We turned it into the investigator guy that came in, and he
Yeah.
started asking us
And he
questions.
said that promptly after the investigation that he would hand it back to you.
Okay, so we should collect that so we could probably use it later.
He'll bring it to us when he's done investigating,
Okay.
Yeah.
which I doubt he's done with that already.
As far as you're aware, all he has done is sleep.
Because it was last night.
It was last night. You guys handed him the necklace pretty late into the evening.
Okay.
He was answering the door in his bed attire.
Yeah. But it was probably better than waiting, so.
We can go to work for now and then check out the sewers again after.
Yeah,
Seems
that's,
like a good
that's
idea.
a good idea.
Okay.
Something pours Berzduk's drink for him.
I'll glance at it. Is that lift doing that?
It's in. You don't see anything moving around.
Oh,
You
I don't
see
anything.
the glass? Or
You
the
see
water?
You see the thing of water pick up, tip, and then pour into his cup, and then put it back down.
I'll say thank you, Liv.
Oh no, that wasn't Liff.
Yeah.
Can that thing cook?
No.
Berzduk, you know that the unseen servant can cook.
Well, I mean, okay.
The ability, the food that comes out of it is questionable, but it can cook.
I mean, it can technically.
Okay.
Like for depending on your definition of cook, but yeah.
We can try the fireball necklace.
Well, I probably want to talk to the Never Embers. You know, if it was their guy, we should talk with them. See if we've heard any word of that. But I think work comes first, don't it?
Work sounds good to me.
I forgot, you guys also went to... I just realized, you guys went to Volo as well to reach out to him about the contacting Rainier as well, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We gave him a heads up because we thought it was weird.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
it,
yeah.
is the servant from the family, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just remembered that. I was like, oh wait, I need to make sure that is what happened. That is definitely what happened. So, what do the rest of you want to do?
I think we should probably.
Go to work.
Yeah, good work.
All right. So, you all head to. It's this one, right? Yeah. Whee. Guys, head south to Dockward. Heading there to start work. as you guys arrive, you guys did know you guys ran into the worm 2 days ago at this point. The warriors are still a little bit shaken at this point. As they're quite used to working on the streets, but they're not used to seeing something.
It's fine.
As they go ahead and they've at this point waited for you to actually arrive before they start work. So
Proud of
you're
them.
about all it really means is usually you'll finish about 15 minutes later because they haven't already started working and making their way down the street, but at the same time they don't feel safe. So you guys get paid the same either way. So
Yep.
You all start your journey down Ship Street and start to make your way around and head back up Snail Street and make your way back. Go ahead and give me perception checks.
Yeah, I still want to be looking for that guy with that book. I don't like him.
Sure. Alright. Silas and Leary, you do in fact see the guy sitting at his spot.
I don't like
Is he looking at us?
He's looking at his book.
Oh.
Different book than the day before. Does seem to be jotting down every once in a while something in it.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Me neither.
You want to do anything about it? Do you just keep going?
No, I
We
just
can
look
keep him
at
on.
him like
I
sus.
think we should keep going. Not much we
And then
can
we
do
go
about
around
it.
the corner where he can't see us, and I'll tell everybody, like, I saw that asshole there again. He's still there.
What a nerd.
Still there at the cafe each morning.
I mean, not much we can do about him, so.
And we really don't have any idea why he's doing it.
I know, I just don't like him.
Alright, well, let's move on.
All right, so you move on, making your way down the street and finishing up your route for the day. As they go ahead and give you the payment, and see you in the morning.
See you
Yep,
tomorrow.
See you then.
They pack up their stuff and start to make their way back towards their guild. Is there anything that you guys would like to do on the way home?
I think I'm just gonna head back to the house.
Are we going to the sewers?
Yeah, probably after I get back to the house, but you know, I forgot to feed the cats this morning.
Oh, I forgot we had
feed them.
cats.
Yep.
Yeah, we can go back to the house and then we'll go to the sewer. Where's
Yeah.
the sewer?
Sounds like a plan.
Remind me again, how much was the pay for the job?
15, I think.
Being a person.
Yeah,
I
per
think
Per
person.
person per day.
Okay, and we're tracking that individually, or are we putting that in the group fund?
I
It's
haven't
up
been
to you.
doing any of it.
I think we've been doing it individually, so
I have 2 gold, so I don't think I've.
I've been assuming it's going to the group fund.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the group fund.
Hold.
I've been tracking it because I thought we said it was individual.
It should be a total of 600 gold. Is how much you guys have earned so far.
So far.
And so you said, Faye, you're tracking your own?
I was tracking mine because I thought we said we were doing individual for that.
I think I was tracking mine individually as well.
All right.
We did
So
the
that puts us
other.
at 450.
Oh, okay.
The night guard duty was the group one. That's what paid for the tavern.
Yep, that's
Yep.
true.
So you guys can add 450 then to either 75 per person to each of you guys, or you can divvy that up to the group fund as you want to. The total of 450 gold that's left on the table right now. Right?
I'm gonna add 15. I think I added some before. And I think I don't think we did anything. I think we did a couple days of it, and then we kind of retroactively were like, okay, well, this is in total this much gold, and we did that.
I have 100 gold on my sheet from something.
I think you've been putting it on there then, because I had 100 and I've been putting it on.
I have 17 gold, and I'm fine with it.
You're rich.
Don't really care.
It's 100. Sorry, so it's 120 gold is how much you guys have earned per person. So
Okay,
you-
I
if
think
you're
I have
not-
all my gold on the sheet.
if
then.
you're not around 120 gold, somewhere like lower or higher than that, then you probably have not been adding to your sheet.
I'm cool with
So
17.
put yourself at 122. Call it good.
Yeah. 17's fine. Because I had
Okay.
more at some point from something, because I paid for the brewer's kit and the license.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. You did buy some stuff for
Yeah.
yourself.
So I'm just
Okay.
going to leave it at 17 because
That's
that's
fine.
what my gut's telling me to do.
That's fine.
I think I don't remember.
We've been
so
on a break
this is
chat,
what we're
so
Mm-hmm.
we're just trying to backtrack. Fine. So,
Been a bit.
you guys
Has
make
been
your
a
way
bit.
back. Whoever wants to head back and feed the cat can, and whoever wants to go ahead and head to the sewers can do that, or you guys can all do it as a group. It's up to you.
We should probably stick together to go into the sewers, to be honest.
Yeah, gonna quickly go
Yeah,
inside the
I'm
house
just
to
gonna go-
feed the cats, and then run outside.
All right. So that will bring us to no, not that map, not that map. This map.
Oh, we should probably stop by the bent nail and give Tally one of her keys so he can get in the house and start working.
I think we already did that. I think I gave him my
As
key.
you guys, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
As you guys make your way back to
Just
feed the
fact
cat,
checking.
he's already started work. He is already at some point started. He has made his way in with the key and has started working on everything. He's kind of started at this map, like the northeast side, like in that the little tower part, and has started ripping up the floorboard.
I like it.
Cool.
I believe I also paid him for the commission of the door at the end of the hallway that leads to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And we commission him for the door to the other room.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
so.
2 doors. One door that's functional, one door that's functional just goes nowhere.
I think I
forgot
did
about
the survey work on that to verify that was in fact doable.
Actually, yeah. Isn't today the day the well people are coming? I think so.
Which people? Sorry.
We had people coming for the well in the basement.
Yeah, they did say they're coming today.
Damn it.
You were not sure what time they were coming. You told them sometime after
Afternoon, because I
so-
knew that we were doing the meeting thing.
So
Or the whatever.
you do know that the
Yeah.
sewers aren't too far away from the house.
Yeah.
It is up to you guys if you want to split the party and do that. You also do have Tally is currently working on stuff, so theoretically
Yeah.
you could tell him to refer to that. It's up to you.
I'm gonna give him 2 gold and tell him that if they come to the house to show him the specific spot in the basement and let me know.
Sure, and you show Tally where that spot is as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, he can do that. Yeah, I can do that. No problem.
Thank you, you're the best, I love you. Okay, bye.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Gives you a questioning look. So, what would you guys like to do? Making your way
Go to the
sewers.
sewer and have a
Yeah, to the
party.
sewers.
Take
I
the
don't remember
party
where
to
the
the
sewer is.
sewers.
All right. As you guys make your way to the sewers, you open up the manhole that is there in the courtyard. Ironically, past Tally's place. As you do, it is quite dark down there, as usual, as there is no light down there. So anyone without dark vision can't see, but the rest of you are perfectly fine.
I'm gonna take out my torch and light it with druidcraft.
Right, you can do that.
I always forget that.
I'm gonna reach over and just touch his torch and cast light.
Okay, you can do that.
An extra bright torch.
Nice.
So that way, when your torch actually goes out, you just have a light.
You have to
Wonderful.
recast it every hour, but yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, but we have an hour of him having light. And it's gonna be blue.
You have a blue light on your red torch from fire.
Does it come off as purple?
Does it flash red and blue?
No,
Strobe
because
torch.
it's kind of like this odd thing where you have this torch, like this natural light, and it's kind of offset with this weird light inside of it. The colors don't blend because it's magical fire with regular fire, or magical light with regular fire. It's just kind of odd a little bit.
I like.
Okay. I'll sit next to the weird torch so I can see too.
You can easily do that. So, give me an investigation check, everyone who's down there. Would like to look for tracks of what you're looking for.
What are we?
You
for?
would know that this is, well, you're not entirely sure what you're looking for. You were
We
told
just
that they
know
headed
that-
towards the sewer.
Yeah.
You were told that they were most likely a part of something related to the Xanatarum. So, like, the fact that they were attacking Xanatarum members, hence they could be a rival situation. So you guys are just kind of looking for anything.
I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for like any markings or like the yellow markings we saw.
You
the
do still
first
see yellow
dungeon.
markings where you are at the moment. You would know that these led to a very specific place.
Yeah.
Seemingly last time that you followed them. As well as you spend, I'll say within about 15 minutes, you start to find a couple more of these markings. They're pretty easy to find when you're looking for them. And they seemingly are pretty much everywhere that you go in the sewers.
Yeah, I got distracted by the light and the so
that happens.
straight
Keith,
up just forgot what I was looking for.
So, you do find as you're making your way down the ladder and start to look for tracks or look for any background or anything like that. It's been 24 hours since this event actually did transpire at this point. So it's a little bit hard to find anything, but you do find what looks like a clearing of dust along the sides of this sewer. Definitely looks like frequent movement. And as you take the time and kind of investigate it a little bit more thoroughly, you do get a direction as well. Ironically, heading away from the yellow arrows that are pointing, and seem to be heading. Give me a survival check, just to see if you can know what cardinal direction it is.
Okay.
It's heading based off of just entering the sewer and changing direction. It takes you a little bit, but you're like, I think we're heading south.
Alright, guys, there's some tracks heading south. We should probably follow them.
All right.
Sure.
So, you guys start to follow the tracks and start to follow for a bit. Go ahead and just give me another investigation check for everyone, just to keep track of everything. It is quite dark in here, and you're gonna have times where the lights go out. And between the first three, I think we're fine. We're still fine. So once you guys lock into the dust that has been removed, it's pretty easy to keep track of it and see where this dust has been moved aside. You do find a couple places where possibly the sewage water at some point has risen a little bit, and due to that, it's kind of covered up the tracks and has cleared all the dust. But you quickly find where it continues through. It's pretty easy to track overall. So, you guys track it for about an hour into these sewers. It's pretty slow going as you guys are keeping track on it. And eventually it leads you to a manhole where the tracks are just all together stop and start to looks like they possibly made their way up the ladder here.
And the manhole cover's on it above us.
It is.
Should probably send someone to do like a little peek that can be quiet and sneaky.
I think
I think that's me.
Not me. I know that.
I'm pretty sneaky.
Me
How
too.
sneaky are you on a scale of 1 to 6?
4.
Oh, we're the same then.
The weird scale.
It is a weird scale. Usually it's like 1 to 10.
Well, I wasn't raised. Alright, you can go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna go up the ladder. I'm gonna loudly go up the ladder.
Perfection.
You start to make your way up this ladder, and as you do, you get about halfway up it before a dagger that you had in your belt just kind of slips out from your dagger, just ping, 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 all the way just rolling down the ladder.
It wasn't me.
Go ahead and everyone at the bottom, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
No.
No.
Okay. Silas, give me a dexterity check as well.
Okay.
Just a straight dexterity check. All right. The dagger's falling, and all of you guys quickly jump out of the way. Alira, you kind of get hit with the blunt end of the dagger. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't cause any damage, but it's just kind of a thud. And after it bounces off of you, it starts to almost make its way into the sewer itself. Or Silas manages with his quick reaction, manages to kind of snatch it up before it heads into the sewer itself, or the sewage itself.
So sneaky. I'll keep going.
A solid 6 out of
Excellent.
6.
Sure.
We talked about these ones before we started.
So, you make your way up to the top, and looking out, you find yourself looking around. It's someplace you haven't been before. Go ahead and give me just a general perception check to see if you can pick out possibly a landmark you maybe recognize. All right. Looking around it, you would recognize that this place seems to be, Sorry, I'm trying to find where this is on the map. I wish there was a Control F feature for this, so I can just literally just quickly find out where the fuck this is on the map. Okay. Throughout your travel, you notice this is most likely probably either on the western side or the eastern side of the city. Because from where you pop out, you do see the outside city wall. Go ahead and give me a survival check. Okay. It looks like the west side of the city. So you imagine at this point, tracing the sewers, the track took you a little bit further center of town, and you guys have at this point come more northwest and are at the western side wall, or near the western side wall of the city.
Okay.
You are in the middle of the street though, and as you are doing that, I need you to go ahead and give me a strength saving throw. Okay. As you're looking up from the manhole cover, you hear this very, very brief sound effect for a second. It kind of catches your ear as you're looking around, as you hear this kind of what sounds like a squeaky wagon wheel, as it presses over the manhole cover. You manage to hold yourself to the ladder as it immediately shoves you back into the hole, as this person clearly, despite your stealth check, didn't know you were there and wasn't looking for a manhole cover to be open.
I'll go back down and tell everyone whereabouts we are. And then I guess we can go up again and continue investigating.
Yeah, we should go up and see what's in the area. But
That's
I
a
was
plan.
just worried that it was gonna be like in a house or something weird. I don't know.
So,
Okay.
just for the sake of map-wise, you guys go ahead, and if you want to zoom out on the map so I can ping where it is real quick, you can do that. So you guys make your way out of the manhole cover and find yourself around here.
Okay.
So kind of like right at the cross of Diamond Street and I can't read it. Satchel Alley? Satchel
Okay,
Alley.
yeah.
Like right there.
Sea-Watch Street,
Alright.
you mean? Oh, no, I
Yeah,
see it
that's
now.
all
Yeah,
right.
Diamond
Alley,
Street
yeah.
and Sea-Watch Street and or Satchel Alley, kind of that little one. They tend
Okay.
to put manhole covers not in the center of two major crossing
Yeah.
roads.
And I'll mention the car and to be fast getting out so you don't get run over. And then I'll go back out.
Sure. You make your way out, and it is pretty quick. You have to be pretty fast, as the people are not looking for it. However, upon someone making their way out, they are a little bit more noticeable to the rest of you guys making your way out. You did get a couple of weird looks, as there's this 5 group of individuals who has just come out of the sewer, and all promptly also smell a little bit like sewer.
Ugh.
Well, let's continue the investigation, shall we?
Yeah, looking quickly at the road, there's no way to track it since it's a road. Like, there's been travel the last 24 hours.
Yeah, so we should probably look to the alley,
Look for
the building.
like an abandoned building, I guess, maybe something like the other one, or it's like operating
Yeah.
out of a empty warehouse.
Sure. You can do that. What you find in the nearby nearby area. Oh, oops. That's I'm looking at the viewer's screen, not my screen, which will not help me. So what you find over time, is you find the street is pretty these streets are pretty active along the western side. It's pretty close to the Opera House as well, now that you guys kind of start to get your bearings a little bit.
Blech. I remember that place.
Stop whining at me, you're fine. Dog. So, looking around, you're looking for what? Mysterious
Abandoned
houses,
things.
abandoned buildings,
Yeah.
anything like that? Okay.
Perception
Sure.
or investigation?
You can do that.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Pretty
So,
good.
Look, it's the Opera House.
Looking around, you do know that you're somewhere near the near specifically the Opera House, but apart from coming to the opera, you guys haven't really traveled that much towards this part of town. You do see the occasional abandoned house, houses that are pretty clearly abandoned, but the couple that you do see aren't really. You're not sure they're big enough for any sort of operation. They're relatively small. Most of them are one story. Looking through them, a couple of them are actively being worked on as well. As well as looking through it, this does seem to be this street, as well as the street along the actual outside wall, is pretty active, as there is a lot of people like to actually just avoid the center of the city as much as possible. So West Wall Street is pretty active of either people going to the beach for, a nice day off, or people just trying to avoid the middle of town. Even the
how
Raven doesn't notice
defined?
anything specific.
Nope.
I want to look for somewhere on a roof that you could get a pretty good vantage on this sewer hole.
I want to look for any gang markings.
Sure. Both of you give me investigation checks. Alright. You specifically don't find any gang markings anywhere around here, Ezra. It doesn't seem like the gangs are very prevalent in this side of town. Being as it's close to the a lot of the city guards' primary spots that they walk, as well as it's really close to the wall. So even people who just work the wall and walk along the wall guard wise, it's a pretty safe. It's one of the safer parts of town. It feels like. Larry, you do find a spot that you can make your way up to the top of the roof if you would like to. You're not sure how you're not sure entirely how great of a vantage point it'll give you, but it's definitely something.
No, I'm just gonna take note of it. So
Okay.
if we wanted to stake it out, we could, I guess.
Okay. You
The spot's
very
really
much
close
do
to a
that.
gate, isn't it?
It is.
What's out the gate?
The gate is the mud flats, which is leads to the ocean itself. It's kind of parts of it are of a nicer terrain and are kind of similar to sand and are similar to a beach. The northern side is significantly more swampy. You imagine that the high tide hits the north side of it significantly harder than it does the southern side.
Maybe we should check outside the city. This would be a really easy place to either sneak out the gate or, if you're particularly daring, I suppose, try to go over the wall.
Sure.
Okay. Taking note of the wall in those spots is about 25 feet high. And as far as you can see, there's no stairs along the wall. You imagine that the stairs to actually get inside are probably along most of the guard towers that walk by. However, you can walk up to the main gate. At the moment, the main gate is also closed.
Is there anyone manning it?
There is. You see 2 guards manning the gate.
Hey there.
Oh, good afternoon. How are you doing today?
Oh, doing all right. In a bit of a walk. How often do people go in and out of this gate?
Well, not too often. We get families occasionally that want to make their way down to the beach and just have a relaxing afternoon or morning. Being that it's summer, we do get a bit of traffic, but we try to keep the gate closed as much as we can, as it doesn't have any large travel. There's no one who uses the gate for carts or anything like that. So most of the people coming through are backpacks and their own feet. So we have a smaller gate that we use. As he
Any
kind of points
weirdos
out,
that smell like sewers?
he kind of points out a smaller gate. So it's like a large door basically that they've cut into the main gate itself that they can open and close, so that way they don't have to raise the entire gate every day.
All right.
What'd you ask him? Anyone smell like sewers?
Any weirdos that come out of the sewer and smell like sewers?
Not recently. As far as we're aware, at least.
Oh, okay.
We've
Don't worry
only
about
been
me,
on
I
duty
always smell
for
like
we've
this.
only been on duty for like seven-ish hours.
Do you know who was on duty yesterday around this time?
Not sure. I don't really check other people's work schedules. It's just kind of a job. I just do it.
Yeah.
It's kind of a shithole job. I mean, it's nothing like the main gate. You don't talk to many people. You don't get to actually be, forceful guard. You just kind of let people through the gate.
Yeah. It's nice if you don't want to talk to people, though.
I guess I suppose so, but I'm kind of a people person.
Oh. Not me. Hey, people person, can you try and find out who was on the gate last night?
I can certainly let you know.
Thank you.
Okay, Greg, can I reach you?
Yes. Where do we live again? I'm gonna
Lower
look at
Troll
yours.
Skull Manor.
Oh, all right. We can send word there when we find out. Are you guys particularly looking for something? Is there a reason you're asking so many questions? Just
Weird,
making sure.
stinky people that came from sewers.
We're in an investigation.
All right. Can I ask who you're working with? Just to...
What's the name of that detective?
Don't look at me for
It
names,
was-
bro.
Investigator Barnabas Blastman.
That one.
That's one.
All right, Mr. Blastwind. All right, that checks out. So, I'll be sure to pass the information to him and you then, just to make sure. He likes to be, connected with anything.
Probably a good idea.
Thanks, people person. What's your name?
Oh, my name's Gregory.
Nice to meet you. And I walk away.
Have a good day.
Yep, same to you.
They were nice for some people. The other guy is just kind of... You now notice as you walk away, the other guy is pretty much half asleep. He is standing there, and he has a full helm on, and his visor is down, and he is definitely not moving or not saying anything. Not sure if he's actually awake or not.
Not my chair, not my problem.
Well, now what?
Wait, maybe you can give us the guard's name and we can ask the guard if he saw anything weird. I don't know. We'd also stake out the manhole, see if any activity with it, but no.
We could.
If that'd be like a nighttime thing. That's like we go to do the guard duty, go home, sleep, and wake up at the late night and stay up until next guard duty.
Maybe we could try to climb up onto the roof to try to see if there are any tracks up there.
Oh, you could try that. I looked for a spot to climb up over there somewhere, but I don't know if you'd find anything better.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try and climb the spot she found.
Sure. You can take a look. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Alright. Looking down from it, so areas that you kind of spot that are a little bit interesting. North of you, along Seawatch Street, there is a slightly larger house or a slightly larger building. It looks, almost like half temple, half workshop. And looking around you from where you are, you do see, to the south view, you do see the Opera Hall. You do also see the House of Heroes is also on this side of town. A larger building that is one of the guilds in town for adventurers. And yeah, that's what you see. A lot of traffic. You can also see the You can also see the Street of the Singing Dolphin from here, which is one of the main roads that goes through town that has a lot of travel at the moment.
Okay, can I try to investigate the rooftop to see if there were any signs of a person going on them?
Sure. Give me an investigation check. Okay. Looking along the roofs, you do notice, heading towards this temple workshop thing that you don't really know what it is, there are a couple places where shingles seem to be broken along the roof sky, moving towards them.
Okay, I'm gonna go climb down back to the group and say, hey, I found some signs that people may have been traveling towards this weird temple-looking thing north of us.
You want to go check it out?
All right.
Yeah.
We can look at him.
I want to check to see where exactly is this weird temple thing north of us?
It is Bacchus Street along Seawatch Street and to the north. It would be on your map. Let me ping it real quick. It'd be around here.
I'm gonna try to. When we get closer to it, I want to see if there might be an entrance. It's a little bit more surreptitious.
Sorry,
for someone
it's
to
right
enter.
here. My bad.
Oh,
I can't
okay.
read a map.
Okay. So it's on Seawalk and Shark, kind of,
Yeah,
the corner?
it's on the corner of Seawalk
Okay.
and Shark. Or Seawatch and Shark.
Man, that's close enough words.
That's literally what it says on my fucking information, if I have read properly.
I can't read.
I hate when that happens.
I'm gonna see if I can just see like maybe like some sort of surreptitious side entrance as opposed to its front.
I didn't want to
Looking,
go right in. I wanted to look at it on the outside first.
yeah, you
Like
can do that.
closer.
Looking over
We'll
it,
be walking into their temple.
this is as you make your way to actually to the temple itself. It's a temple of Gond. As you make your way to the front, you recognize, or some of you recognize, the holy symbol. I'll just say that because I gave you the information right away. As you look over the temple, it doesn't. Kind of looking around it and walking around it, you don't really find any side interest. The only real thing of note is you do notice what looks like a small, kind of a figure standing on top of the temple itself, kind of towards the front. Looks almost like some sort of statue or something. It's the only thing you kind of see out of the ordinary about the temple itself.
Oh, Burzduck, maybe you can try to get your raven to... Are there any windows in this temple building?
I mean, suppose I could send it up.
Yeah. Take a look around into the windows.
Send the raven
maybe-
up just 10 and I'll look to see if there's anything of interest in the upper parts of the temple.
Alright. Alright. Are you looking through your raven's eyes?
Yes.
Okay. Looking over it, you do find, or you do see, the figure that's on the roof. This statue. It seems to have some sort of slight movement to it. Very slight.
Like, is it like there's like a scrap of cloth on it that seems to be moving, or is it like does the statue itself look like it's not entirely a statue?
It's hard to tell. You can give me a perception check. Sorry, to clarify, it's not a cloth. I should specify it that way. It's not a cloth. That's a performance check.
Yeah, I realize that.
You can make a performance check, but looking over it, this what looked to be a statue upon closer investigation is definitely tracking your raven. You can see its head now kind of slightly move every once in a while as it seems to track your raven.
Does it definitely look like it's a statue though? Like, obviously made of stone or metal or something?
It's made out of metal. Looking at it, it does have joints though.
That's interesting. How far up is it?
The top of the temple is 60 feet up, and it stands on top of it.
I have to check something. Give me a second.
So we have a plan.
Okay. I'm not exactly sure how this works. I don't think I can detect magic and then detect magic through my raven.
Most likely no.
Okay. There's something strange about that statue. I think it might be a golem.
Might be a what?
Golem.
Golem? What's a golem?
Well, either that or some sort of... It's looking at my raven.
Weird.
Oh, no, that's really weird.
So either someone in some really convincing armor, or it's probably some sort of animated object, or maybe a animated statue of some sort. I don't know. It's weird.
What if we tell Barnabas about this place, see if he knows anything about it? Or
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Do I know? I would think I would know stuff about Gond, but I don't. I'm not sure how much you want to give me since I am a cleric of the Forge.
With your religion check, not much.
Yeah, I figured.
I think talking with him would be our best bet. See if he knows anything about it, and then maybe they even know like what temple or whatever it is and all that. What do you guys think?
I mean, I suppose.
We could always
think we
knock.
could.
I don't know.
The temple
Well,
is
you
open
were-
at the moment.
The front doors are open.
Yeah, let's
we can
take
It
go
a
has
look.
regular activity. You're watching as
Okay.
people make their way in and make their way out.
We can poke our head in.
Most temples to guards, Burstock would know this. Most temples to gods are open at sunrise and they close at sunset.
I mean, we can probably just easily walk
We're
in.
stuck.
I'm not usually going to tell you no.
As you bring your raven back towards you, I need you to go ahead and give me a roll of initiative on
Oh,
your
boy.
raven.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll initiative specifically for your raven.
Looking. Is it going to be my initiative or is it going to be my Raven's dexterity?
It'll
that's
be
it.
you can click the initiative button on your raven. It's to the right of where it says armor class and all that. It's a little dice that says end.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that. Okay. Oh.
Yep. Right. So as your raven starts to fly back down towards you, you notice movement from whatever this thing was as it tosses out something that seems to start to flap towards your raven. What would you like your raven to do?
Probably make a shout of alarm and then dive to try to be kind of go quickly, just like, oh nope, going down, making a quick adjustment to try to swoop close to the ground so that whatever it is might have got thrown off from its trajectory.
All right. Your raven has a flight speed of 50. So it can theoretically get close to you by the end of the round.
Yeah, I just wanted to get close to me.
Right. Alright, it flies 50 feet towards you. As it does, you watch as this creature, whatever this is, flies directly after it. Now it resembles almost some sort of mechanical bird as you watch it, as it flies straight towards your raven, and is going to make an attack on your raven. What is your raven's armor class? Is 12.
Yeah, an armor
It will
class
miss.
of 12.
As you watch,
Okay.
as it misses, you watch as whatever this creature is sails past your raven and just slams into the ground right next to you and shatters.
Oh my.
As you see, as it sparks out of mechanical parts and all of these different things, and as you guys all are looking down at it, you look back up and the construct is gone.
That's concerning.
Do we still want to go inside?
Maybe.
Do we hear anything heavy landing on the ground on the other side of the temple? Let's
Give
go
me a
that way.
perception check.
All of us or just him?
Everyone. You guys all just witnessed this. It was just specifically his raven the thing was attacking, so
I'm on a roll.
you could run up the roof if you would like to. And that's also an option. 60 feet, but I mean, more power to you. Alright, so, Burzduck, Silas, and Heath. You hear what sounds like metal against some sort of stone. Burzduck, you would remember that the roof was not shingled. This roof was made out of solid stone. As you hear the sound of what sounds faintly like something shutting.
Yeah, let's go inside.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
So, you all make your way inside. What would you like to do?
Well, actually, while making the way inside, I'm going to scoop up some of the pieces of whatever it was that shattered on the ground.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. You grab some of these pieces, looking through them. Do you look through them at all, or do you just kind of grab them?
Oh, I'm taking a glance at what they are and trying to figure out what I can.
Sure. Give me a just straight intelligence check. All right. As you look through the pieces, they're definitely, most of them are all mechanical pieces. You're looking at springs, you're looking at gears. Does your character have a overabundance of mechanical knowledge in any way, shape, or form? I'm gonna guess no.
Not specifically. I have
Okay.
proficiency in Mason and Smith's tools, so...
It's definitely similar in construction to things that you have seen. Whatever this was most likely had small amounts in some way of mechanical and magical parts. The parts that you find that aren't destroyed are mostly the mechanical remnants of it. And you would know as well that, as well as your whole group would probably know that most constructs that have magic that gives them life force, when the creature dies, the life force is just gone. So whatever this is, the magic has just already left it.
All right.
So you make your way inside. What you find, real quick, let me go ahead and read this as well at the front of it, because I didn't see this part. My bad. Which I'll skip part of it because we already went through part of it. What you do see is the House of Inspiring Hands looks like a cross between a temple and a workshop. Temple Dagon, a toothed cog with 4 spokes is displayed prominently on the outside. As you make your way inside, it is a buzz with a lot of people kind of making their way in and out. As you make your way inside, you do find a sign outside of the entrance that leads to the main hall. This sign says Hall of Exemplary Inventions.
Okay, this
Alright.
must be where they display all their good stuff.
And looking through it, you do see on pedestals several different inventions. Looking around it, you see a 4 foot tall working model of a clock tower, rings at the top, at the top of every hour, and is made of wooden, iron, bronze, glass with brass bells and delicate hands formed from solid gold. You also see a wooden flying machine with wings that flap when it becomes airborne, you imagine. A miniature model of a mechanical dragon with a brass plate atop or affixed it that reads Big Belchy. Sank in Deepwater Harbor on the Day of Wonder in 1363 DR. You also find a functional helmet of some sort. You're not entirely sure what it is. It looks almost like it has 2 articulating arms on it, and you're not sure what it is entirely. As well as another miniature model of what looks like almost some sort of ship that you guys don't entirely recognize. On the pedestal, it reads the Scarlet Marpaneth? I think that's how you pronounce it. Lantanese submersible launched in 1489 DR. that is everything you guys see.
All right.
Weird.
I'm looking for the dude who looks the most important.
Sure.
Do we know what temple this is?
Yeah,
Like-
you notice the temple of it's the Temple of Gond, and it is the name of the temple is the House of Inspired Hands.
Okay.
If you would like to know more information about Gond, you can roll a religion check.
Sure. See if I've heard of it. Nope. Nope.
If anyone else wants to, they can as well. This is up to you.
I'm
feel
assuming
like
I
your character
probably
has
shouldn't
interest.
re-roll.
No. You rolled a 7.
I also
did.
rolled a 7.
You did, but his was a critical fail.
Yeah.
All right. Ezra and Silas. You all do know of Gond. His name was Gond the Wonderbringer. He was a gnomish deity, kind of, or someone who became a deity, who is known for being a maker of all things and a master smith.
Never heard of it.
And Burstock, you quickly realize why you don't recognize him. It's because you refuse to study the gnomish pantheon because they're gnomes.
I mean, not as good as dwarves.
Exactly. Why would you ever study that? No point.
Well, let's find the person in charge, I guess.
Give me your trying to think. Give me just a general perception check for everyone. As you guys are looking around.
I'll roll my another low number. Cool.
Who are we missing? Silas.
Yes, sir.
All right, Silas. Everyone else is kind of there. You all are mostly distracted by these large amounts of wondrous inventions that seem to be just kind of clattering along this main hall, as well as all of the people making their way around. However, Silas, you do notice a dragonborn priest or priestess who seems to be kind of up towards the front, that many people are currently kind of asking questions.
I'll point her out, and I'll ask the party if they want to approach. You guys want to talk to her? She looks important.
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
We will approach the dragonborn priestess.
You can do that.
Are there signs that say like please don't touch things?
There is a lot of those signs around.
Can I touch one of the signs?
Ooh.
You just want to touch one of the signs?
Yeah.
Sure. you
That
can
they
touch
don't
one of the
touch
signs.
things. Instead.
Yeah, you can do that.
Slightly.
Nothing seems to happen.
Yeah. The urge has been quieted for now.
So you approach this priestess. What would you like to do?
No, I mean, is she busy talking with someone right now, or
At the moment, no.
I'll walk right up to her?
She's standing next to one of the things and seems to be answering several questions. But she's the only person that you've noticed in the hall that has priestess garb or any sort of priestly garb on. Oh,
I'll
Fairvenches,
walk up to
how
him.
are you doing today?
Could be better. Quick question. You have a statue up on top of the roof, right?
Yes, we have a figure.
I hold out the broken pieces. It shot at my bird.
Let's see. Hold out the broken pieces. What did this? figure look like? Just
I'll give
questioning.
a rough description of the construct, the jointing on it, metal, and fired some sort of wing thing at my raven.
Peculiar.
I
This
got a
is-
really good roll on that, so I should be able to.
Yeah, you're good. Peculiar. This seems to be Nim. Believe is what you're referring to.
Hmm.
I'll type that in the chat.
Nim. Who's Nim? Do I know who Nim is?
You have no idea who Nim is.
Who's that?
This would be a very specific check. So. Oh, it's a Nimblewright that was gifted to the temple by a Latinese wizard many years ago. He's a construct. He lives here.
So why would he be shooting at my raven?
That I don't know. He's really a
doesn't-
very docile creature.
I'm assuming it doesn't talk.
No, it does. It understands things. It can speak sign language as well.
All right. Can we ask him some questions?
Sure. Follow me.
And I will.
As you as she leads you up, she leads you up to kind of up a set of stairs along one of the back halls. As you make your way up, you do find an attic door at the top of it. Nim, may we come in? We have some visitors.
While we were walking up, could I keep an eye out for any, like, secret things that look odd in the hallways? Like, it could look like a secret entrance?
Sure. Give me a perception check. Or an investigation check, whichever you prefer. Okay. You don't spot anything. Just a stone building.
Yeah, nothing suspicious here.
As you
I
approach,
watch Heath like watching at the walls, and I start looking at the walls just to look at the stone and be like,
it's nice
"Why are you
stone.
looking at stone?" Yeah. That's it.
It's wonderful architecture. I rarely get to be around such good architecture these days.
Well,
I look at them because I don't see any art on the wall.
as far as I'm aware, there's no lock for this door. He's always opened it from the inside when we asked him to. Nim, can you answer the door? We just need to ask a few questions about a situation outside. There's no answer.
Would you wait? This door, is there any like tiny crack at the bottom?
Like a like you mean like under the door? Yeah, there would
Yeah,
be.
under the door. Okay. Would you mind if I entered Nim's room?
I wouldn't suggest it. He doesn't like people who just enter his room. He usually opens the door quite easily. Maybe if you all would attempt to talk to him, maybe see if that'll help.
Okay.
Don't really know why he's not opening the door. And then we're just trying to clear your name. Anyone who wants to can make a persuasion check with advantage.
What if we tell him that there's a lady robot out here that wants to meet him?
I'm
Or
not
we could-
sure.
Tell him we just
Well-
want to talk to him.
He's
Okay.
not really designed
Yeah, I don't know.
with the idea of reproduction in mind.
You never know.
Nim, I mostly just want to know why you shot at my bird. I'm not, and I also want to find out if you know what's been going on in this area, because we have suspicion there's some bad people going out here. It's part of investigation.
We don't think it's you.
Sure.
That helps.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage. Right. You wait a little bit before you hear what sounds like soft metallic footsteps against the wood floor. Before you hear the sound of the door unlocking and opening it, and standing before you is a construct who kind of opens the door and then sorry, I'm looking at something. He opens the door and then proceeds to move away from the door quickly. And moves to what looks like kind of go ahead and give me a perception check just to track it. Sure. Azra and Burstek, you do hear the sound of this figure moving quickly over and moving into a cupboard.
Nim put himself in a cupboard?
Yes.
Does he think he's in trouble?
I don't know. This is quite odd behavior for him. Nim, we only wish to speak.
Does
We're
this
not
mean
mad.
he's inviting us inside?
Well, he opened the door, so...
I'll go in.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
open the
follow
door.
her.
I'll also walk in.
As you open the door, you do find a living abode. It's a little bit different than what you're used to. There's no bed in this room. Most of it is storage, as well as you do find a workstation that has a plethora of mechanical parts and different tools across it.
Like where he would have made the little bird thing.
Possibly.
I'm gonna go over to the closet and knock on the door.
Sure. You knock on the door. You watch as this creature peeks its head out for a moment and then promptly attempts to shut the door again.
You're not in trouble. We just have some questions on stuff that you might have seen if you're on the roof a lot.
All right. Give me an insight check. All right. As you're looking at it, its behavior is very cautious, like it is afraid. Although it is a construct in nature, it is very easy to see physical body movement on it. However, as it looks over towards this dragonborn, it does appear to kind of nod at you, and then opens the door and makes its way to a chair across the room. As it looks towards the dragonborn, and it makes a very simple kind of a couple of signs with its hand before it looks to Dragonborn. Sorry, you haven't asked your name yet. It looks back at you, and he says that he's willing to answer questions. He was just afraid.
I'm gonna sit on the floor.
Okay.
Did the bird scare you? Is that why you shot at it? Or there's something at it or whatever it was?
As you do that, he looks towards the Dragonborn again, makes a couple of hand signs. No, he thought that you all were after him.
Why?
He says that he had heard people talking, and there was something that fled this direction the other day that looked similar to him. And he thought that you all thought it was him.
Similar to him, like another construct?
Yes.
Didn't it come out of the sewers?
Yes, apparently it did.
Was it... Okay, just to remind me, was the fireball at night, right?
It was, towards the evening.
During the... Or like, we're close to, like, sunset or something like that.
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah. Was it around a little bit after or around sunset the other day?
Yeah, it was around sunset. You imagine that.
No, the contract that came out of the sewer. I'm asking if
Oh,
it was
okay.
around the same time.
He says yes.
Did you see where it went? Or direction?
Let me check to see if it does. Or if it's all where it went. Yes, I did. That's what he says.
Where? Can you show or tell us? Whatever it is, it may have hurt a lot of people. Or whoever it is.
Give you a moment. He's signing a lot towards me.
Yeah.
He says that this device was something that he built. That he lost track of a time ago with it. And he tried to seek it out, however, he's not allowed to leave the temple grounds. Oh, I apologize to explain that. Nim was... when given to here, was originally installed with a Nimblewright detector, as it were. It basically, what it allows us to do is make sure that Nim doesn't leave the property. However, Nimblewrights are constructs, they're similar to the way he was made. And if he did make one and it's on the move again, we could possibly set it up so it would. You would be able to possibly use it to find the other one.
That would help. Would Nim want it back, or I'm sure the guards are going to want it. They're investigating the incident.
We can certainly look into it. Nim, are you alright if we take the Nimblewright? Nimblewright.
We'll bring it back.
There. He nods. Oh, alright. Well, I'll have to explain how this works. Apparently this Nimblewright is something that I didn't realize he had made it, and that it had gotten away. But we'd be willing, if there's something causing damage around the city, we'd be willing to possibly pay for a finder's fee on it. We don't want that to be linked back to our temple, as it could possibly lead some bad press to us as well.
It killed some people, we think.
That's definitely something we don't want linking back to us.
Yeah.
Basically how the device works, he pulls it out, and it's looking at it, the device is a you look at what looks like an umbrella on top of some sort of arcane gun. So how it works basically is you can pull the trigger here. It'll begin to spin and whirl and click. As it does this, it'll start doing this naturally. I apologize. It'll start doing this naturally whenever you're within range of another Nimblewright. You see, as she'll kind of turn it on. As she turns it on, you watch as it immediately starts to do this. It starts to spin, whirl, and click as the umbrella spins and starts kind of making this clicking sound. And if you hold down this trigger, Nim, I apologize for this. It will fire off and point you in the direction, as it'll pull you towards the direction of wherever this creature is.
So we should go away from here first before we use it, so that it doesn't detect him.
Yes, it'll lead you to roughly within 30 feet of wherever the creature is.
Okay.
That'll be useful.
Which way, Nim, which way did you see it go?
He will point off in a direction, which I will let you know. He points to the south.
The south.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That would be towards the castle ward.
Okay.
So, he kind of nods. Well, we appreciate this. I didn't realize this had been such an investigation. It's a good thing that you all let us know about this.
Yeah, well, Nim, I'm thankful that whatever you tossed, here's the remains of it. Didn't hurt my bird. Startled me a bit, but we'll see if we can find the friend you made.
Give me a intelligence check for a sec.
Sure.
All right. As you're speaking with him, and he kind of gives you a nod, you kind of start to have this idea that pops up in your head, and you realize that whatever he created was a bird-like mechanical object, and he was most likely going to use it to search for whatever this creature is, probably, because he's not allowed to leave from here. And it was pretty shoddily made as well at the time. It couldn't handle its own speed of flying down at the ground, which is why it crashed.
You're trying to find your friend too, aren't you?
He nods.
All right, we'll
He's
see what
trying
we
to
can
find
do.
him to shut him down. He was apparently errant and wasn't listening to directions. He
How do we shut it
originally
down?
created it just to be a friend. The easiest way is probably just to destroy it at this point. Trying to get close to these creatures when they're active is difficult, to say the least. They're
Is there anything we
very
should
wily
know?
and mechanically enhanced to be very strong. The only thing I can tell you about them is, let me open up the character sheet. They're quite resistant to spells. So,
Oh, great.
you'll have an
Are
issue.
they
You'll have
resistant to this?
No, they're not
Okay, good.
resistant. As well as long as you bring back the pots as well, there's a chance you can possibly remake it and reprogram it to be what it was originally supposed to be. They're quite repairable as long as all the parts are gathered back up.
Good try.
Well, miss, I'm sorry, I didn't ask your name.
Oh, it's Valletta. I apologize.
My apologies, Burzdick Molten Quarry.
Lovely to meet you.
Anyway, we're gonna appreciate your assistance on this. We'll see if we can track this errant thing down and bring back what we can.
Sounds like a plan. We can, and again, we'll certainly pay for the return of whatever this is. We don't want bad news coming to the temple. It's already, it gets a lot of traffic, but we get a lot of question marks as well, so.
Makes sense.
Any information you find, please let me know.
Do
Will
our
do.
best.
I'm gonna wave bye to Nim and then leave.
All good. And Burzdick will give Dim a very curt nod, and I'm ready to head on out.
Yeah, I feel content.
Yeah.
Sure. Gas can do that.
So, what are we gonna tell the investigators if we do find this construct?
I'll have to figure out when we find it. Because, I don't know, maybe it found somebody else and they had to do whatever they want, you know?
Yeah.
Yep, might have found, started hanging out with the wrong crowd.
Yeah.
Well, I think when we find it, we just need to, disable it.
Yeah. Alright, well, I guess let's set off heading south. At least out of 30 feet of this place so we can use this thing.
Sure. Very easily do that.
Is that how, like, it'll only tell us if we're in 30 feet of it? Within 30 feet of it? Or.
So the device will activate when you're within 500 feet of the creature.
Okay,
It'll
so
take
we
you
have to get
to
500 feet away from this one.
and
It'll
it'll
get us
take
to
you
within 30.
it'll take you to up to 30 feet to it before its sensor can't get any more specific
Yeah.
than that.
Okay. Well, we gotta get pretty far from this one and then turn it back on, I guess. So let's start
At least
walking.
250 feet.
Yeah, let's go.
Bo, what time is it now? Are we doing okay on time?
After all of this, it's getting a little bit later into the day. It's probably past 3, past 4 o'clock.
Okay. We
So
don't want
the
to stay
sun
up
is
too late, guys.
starting
We
to
gotta
head
work
down.
tomorrow.
We'll look for a little bit and then we'll head home.
Just say. Totally okay with it. Making us aware of the time, it's all.
We just don't want it hurting anyone else.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll walk a little bit away before we turn on the device.
You can do that. And 500 feet is, compared to this map, to clarify, is
It's tiny.
it's pretty tiny. It's not very far before you guys can move away. Does this
Yeah.
have a scale on it, actually? I don't think this map does. I know that the other map I did have. But yeah, it doesn't take you too long before you feel pretty confident that you're more than 500 feet away.
Yeah. We'll head south and then turn it on.
Right. You guys do that. As you guys go ahead and walk down. Where are you guys heading?
South.
Generally south, I'd say southeast-ish.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead and give me generally just perception checks. As well as who is holding on to the device itself.
Not me.
I would say
Me or
probably
Bird's
Azra.
dog?
I would say probably
Yeah.
Azra based off of the way the transaction went.
So I'm so focused on the device, I'm not looking anywhere else.
Fair enough.
That's my highest roll so far.
One of those days.
Yeah,
Um,
it's one of them days.
Quill
So-
is too shaky to think about it.
Your raven is raven is not really looking around as much as just sitting on your shoulder. First, like as you do make your way around, you don't notice too much out of the ordinary. The streets are south of here are relatively packed, especially around the House of Heroes. Being one of the primary the biggest guilds of the area, it does have a lot of foot traffic in and out. However, as you're making your way down, you do start to notice that it does seem like clouds are starting to roll in, which is bringing the light a little bit to an end, as it seems like there's a storm rolling in from the sea. But as you guys make your way, just tell me roughly what streets you guys are going along. I'll say when you guys feel confident that you're outside of 500 feet would be around here.
Okay. So I think we'd head down towards, like, do you guys think Calamassira Lane?
Yeah, that sounds like a good road.
Down here?
Yeah, I was thinking something like where Southern Lane or Trader's Way kind of connects in. But yeah, that's kind of that general direction is where I was wanting to head.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you guys start to make your way down Trader's Way, or Calamassira Lane, whatever it is.
Just down that way, yeah.
Just down that way. So either you guys can either head up to Trader's Way or to the Bazaar Street. Which one will you prefer?
We can start with the Bazaar Street and then head up if we find nothing.
So you guys make your way around Bazaar Street, watching the device and keeping a lookout. Keeping an eye out watching with this level of intent as well does slow your travel a little bit. You guys aren't walking through the street with a destination in mind, so you're kind of a little bit slower, kind of keeping an eye out around everything. Keeping an eye on the device, Azra, you don't see it, doesn't seem to activate as you guys make your way all the way around Bazaar Street, all the way to the high road. Actually, you know what we can do for this? Hold. I can solve this partially. There you go. So you get to here. You can drag yourself
Okay.
along the map.
Where do we want to go from here?
Maybe south on the high road.
High road might be too far over. I was thinking maybe Street of the Sword or maybe Warrior's Way.
Okay, I'll head back to Warrior's Way then.
Okay. Just make your way back along the path that you just traveled. A little bit. You can make it with a little bit more haste as you've already been through here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Start
heading
going straight south?
south along Warrior's Way then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead and give me another perception check for everyone. Oh my gosh. that one. Great. Silas, looking out over it, first pointing out the storm, and that there is a storm on the way makes it pretty obvious to keep track of it every once in a while. You probably
I'm just
have
looking
about
at the sky.
looking overall, you'd probably guess you guys have about an hour until the storm hits.
Okay.
And as you guys make your way down the street towards Waterdeep Way, there's not really much that catches your eye. There's not too many. I mean, other than the traders that are walking by, Silas, as you are making your way down to the street, you do see what appears to be two people who have kind of cornered someone in a back alley that seem to be pressing them for money in some way, shape, or form.
I'll point it out to everybody, and I'll walk up to the two
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
Following
let's go
behind him.
beat up those muggers.
Gotta
Yo.
bug the muggers. Got it. So as you hit this Cymbral's Walk, you do find again you see these figures that are seem to be pressing up a younger man for some sort of money. What do you want? As you walk up, yeah, that's how they respond.
We're here to see why you're pressing this young man here.
Because we loaned him some money. He owes us some money for some gambling debts. You better pay up or we'll take it out of your blood.
Well, that seems unnecessary.
Mind
Is this
your
true?
business.
How much do you owe them?
Berzduk pulls out his copy of the Code Legal. Let's see here. I don't know. Looks like assaulting a citizen is imprisonment up to 10-day, flogging and damages up to 1,000 gold.
Well, at the moment, he's their own damn property with how much freaking gold he owes us.
How much?
Slavery is
The 160 gold. It's not that much.
Slavery is flogging and hard labor for up to 10 years if you're talking about owning somebody.
Look at this boy. He thinks he's a lawman. Oh, he thinks he's a lawman.
I mean, or you could just let him go.
Or you could take it up with, proper route as opposed to trying to break somebody's kneecaps for it.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, this was illegal gambling. Or an illegal loan,
It was a completely legal loan.
Maybe you should
Payday
use legal
loan.
means to get it paid.
Well, we can take that up with our boss, but I mean, we're being paid just to shake him up. That's our job.
Well, how would
Just
you like
pay
it if
up,
we shook
or
you
we'll come
up?
find you. Piss off. Kind of just starts to walk off. Leaves the man alone. Starts to walk off.
First, took a look at the guy. I'd probably find a better loan shark to go through, and probably better pay them up quick.
I don't know where I'm gonna come up with that much gold. They just keep raising the price with the interest every day.
All right. Well, I mean,
How much did it start as?
There was a simple loan of 15 gold so I could finish off buying
Oh
my
my
house.
Oh boy.
Are you a good cook?
No. No.
Can you learn to be a good cook?
Nah, I don't think we want that trouble.
Possibly.
Oh, I was thinking we could hire him.
I've never tried it before.
I don't think
I
we can
usually
afford
let my
to
wife
pay
do all the
up to-
cooking.
Oh,
How much do you owe right now?
160.
160.
That's a lot.
The loan was due like probably a month ago. I just keep multiplying it every week. I can't pay it off.
Who is it? Who is the loan from?
There was just a banker who was on my local street. But I guess he had some run-ins with the. He was connected a little bit with the Sanitarium, I believe.
Mhm.
Oh,
Just a little, I'm sure.
yeah.
Makes so much more sense.
Yeah. Okay. Where is this banker? Where's your street?
I live up off in the North Ward, off of Seidel Street. So to clarify, it's off of Copper Street, in between Copper Street and High Street, about halfway up. A little bit south of where Troll Skull Alley is.
Okay.
Right here.
Oh, I see. Oh,
I could have just banged it. I don't know why I wasn't
Okay.
banging it, but
yeah.
Gotcha.
What are you doing all the way down here?
run in.
You're not good at that either, huh?
I mean, I
Is your
did
wife
pretty
a good
good.
cook?
I just
Like,
came down this.
You made it this far,
I
yeah.
came down this alleyway to hide from them because they didn't think they saw me, and it came from both sides.
So the bank is up on Seidel?
No, it's off of Copper Street.
Copper Street and what?
There's no road marking on my map for that. Oh yeah, it's over here. Okay, it's
Probably
over
around here.
Okay.
It's it'll be off the corner of Copper Street and Chasso's Trot.
Hmm. Alright. No, we might have to check that out later.
Yeah.
Is your wife a good cook?
Oh, she's the best.
Oh, what if we hire her?
Is she looking for work?
Though she's currently raising the kids, but I suppose I could do that.
What if you could, maybe you
Yeah,
be a
you do
stay-at-home.
Yeah,
and-
house
yeah.
husband. And
Yeah.
your
Can't really
wife.
keep a job anyways.
Yeah.
Everywhere
Yeah,
I
maybe
go
you guys
gets
should
attacked
switch.
by these
Yeah,
muggers.
poor guy.
Yeah. Why don't you stay home and see if she wants to work at a tavern?
How about in a few days you have her come by Troll Skull Tavern? Do you know where that is?
Think so. Is that
On
off the
Troll
Troll Skull
Skull.
Alley?
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll find. I guess I'll find it and let her know where it is. It's not
Okay.
too
Okay.
far.
What's your name? We forgot.
We always do that.
Oh, my name's Marcus.
Alright,
Alright,
nice to
Marcus.
meet you, Marcus. What's your wife's name?
Oh, her name's Jezebel.
Alright, we'll contact you or find a way to contact you in a few days when we're
No, I
ready
said to
open
have
up.
her just come
Have her
over.
come here, yeah.
Yep.
Then she
service
can-
relay.
Just
Then she
her.
can make something and we can see how it is.
Yeah, okay.
But thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I don't owe
I
you
suggest-
money now, do I?
No,
No.
not yet.
Oh,
Okay, that's good.
I suggest being careful getting home. Go a different way or something.
Well, all right. I usually just take the main road because they leave me alone, but not today.
Mm.
Yeah,
Guess I'll go around.
probably a good idea.
Have fun.
Good luck.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
Well, even if he dies, we can always try and employ his wife.
All right, so we can finish going down this street and then head back home and get some rest.
Sure, yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
You guys finish your way down the rest of Warrior's Way.
Yeah.
Ultimately unsuccessful. The device does not seem to activate.
Okay.
We can take
Alright,
it with
okay.
us tomorrow on the way to guard duty.
I mean, why don't we can
Yeah.
kind of, what if we half-assed use it on our way back home anyway?
yeah, we'll
That's
walk our
what I was
normal
thinking.
pace and just leave it on.
Actually, I was thinking we could take Copper Street up.
Oh, past this place?
Take the high road and then over to Copper.
Sure.
Sure.
So like this.
Yeah.
Whoosh.
Sure. Go ahead and give me perception checks.
Alright, I can feel it. I got this one.
Okay.
Good
I
job
just get the
feeling it.
feeling that Larry is
I
going
felt
through the
something.
emotions of looking for stuff, but just doesn't give a care.
She's actually not looking for stuff. She's just
At all.
looking at the clouds the entire time.
Yeah.
Like all of you guys are looking around the street, and she's just kind of like arms crossed, like anime style, just walking with her head straight up in the air.
There's like, I can't be arsed to do this.
There's a storm. I
The
like
good news
storms.
is, if a dragon flies over it, she'll be the first to
Yeah,
notice.
I'll let you know.
So, you all start to make your way north up Copper Street.
Yeah.
First, Duck, as you're
Yep.
making your way up there, you do notice an individual that seems to appear to try to be blending in with groups of people.
Oh,
Who,
God.
you recognize the visage of. He seems to be occasionally just kind of blending in with people as he makes his way up the road.
Poor Marcus.
You recognize Marcus trying to just make his way back home without being seen. He appears to have bought a cloak on the way home.
Oh, I'm proud of him. He's not totally dumb.
Okay. Maybe he'll survive this after all.
Do we want him to walk with
Just
us
maybe.
while we pass his house or no?
No. No.
Okay.
No.
So, you'll make your way past his house. He lives on a smallish street. There's only 2 houses actually on this. One of them appears to be split up into what looks like basically similarly to kind of apartments. Similar like a kind of a duplex style. That's what I meant to say. It's kind of split into 2 halves of the building. The other one is a smaller one, a little bit further down. That appears to be a 1-story house with smoke coming out of a chimney. On the side of it is straight up the streets. As you guys keep heading north, or do you guys head east once you get to Belzerin Street?
I don't know. I honestly don't know where we live.
Where you live?
Yeah.
Right here.
Oh.
Oh, they don't have. That's on my fucking map, and they don't give that shit.
Yeah, no.
They don't.
I didn't realize that. There you go.
Yeah. Cool.
My bad. They have a lot of this stuff marked for me on the GM layer, and I just figured that was one thing they would
Nope.
leave on your map. Apparently not.
I've looked at this map so thoroughly, like looking for where we live,
My bad.
and I just figured I'm the only one that didn't know where we lived, and I was just trying to find the street on my own.
My bad.
I think I vaguely remembered it being in this general area, but I was just
Yeah.
like looking for like, okay, what looks like the smaller map that we go to when we're doing stuff near home?
Yep, no idea. I didn't
we
even
should
get that far.
we should go up past the bank and then we make our way around to home.
Yep.
Sure.
So up
Very
to
good.
Thunderstaff and then over.
Okay.
Yep.
So passing by the bank. The bank looks like it's a normal bank front. There's nothing really shifty around it. You see several people coming up to it and heading inside. Looking through, you can kind of see a couple of people through the side window. There's a couple of people who work outside of the actual back room itself. During this time, most of the time, there wasn't really tellers as much as there was people who worked at desks and then would go in the back room to deal with actual money stuff. So that way it was always under lock and key. overall, yeah, that's what you guys see. See a relatively normal bank front. Let me give you a name for the bank, because I definitely didn't make up the side quest 5 seconds ago. It is called really Citizens First Bank. That's a real bank. Fuck you, bank generator. It's not the one I was picking, but it was on the list of 10 names. I'm like, that's a real place. It's called Spotlight's Holding or Holdings.
Okay.
Okay. Well, make our way home, I guess.
Yes, so. And the device doesn't go off any of the time we're traveling up north, right?
It does not. However, I will keep track of where you're going.
Yeah, just along this.
Understaffed way and then heading south?
Yeah.
Let me double check. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, do.
We should take this thing with us to guard duty tomorrow.
Oh yeah, might as well. What if that guy we don't like that's been taking notes is the robot, and that's why we didn't like him?
He don't look like a robot.
I don't care.
All along. Where the fuck is? I know it's here. I'm just trying. These notes do not do a very good job with this quest. Alright. Yeah, it doesn't go off. Apologies. I see where they're
Okay.
trying to lead me to now. So, you all make your way into the house. When you get back, the house is locked up. You guys just going through the front door?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unlock the front door and make your way in. The entire front portion of the house at the moment is mostly torn up.
Oh,
I
Let
like
me
it.
find. It's this one, right? And this has the new map on it. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So, just for a quick reference, this whole area from about here to here is mostly torn up. However, he has started redoing the floor from about this line over.
Okay.
You guys know he said it was gonna take about 10 days for the whole house. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
it lines up roughly with how much he said. As well as when you guys make your way downstairs, you do find a marker on the ground of what looks like some sort of whitish paint for where roughly you wanted to put the well.
Over here.
Sweet. I hope that's a good sign.
Can anyone leave a note?
You look around. Go ahead and give me a quick investigation check. Okay. It does not take you very long to find a note that is left for you on the actual bar itself. It was kind of left under it kind of had at this point blown off of the bar and is kind of laying next to the bar, but you do find it. And it reads, we looked at the spot for the well, and it looks like we should be able to put one in. We'll have to come back in and just do a little bit more investigating, but we should be good.
Awesome.
Sweet.
They say they'll be back tomorrow.
Oh. Well, that's some good news.
Mm-hmm.
As well as,
Yeah.
Heath, as you make your way, to where you roughly are right now, I'm just using you because you're standing next to where it is. You notice the back door is has been taken off of its hinges and is leaning against the wall.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's pretty.
As you look outside, there is a pile of broken boards and broken wood that has just been piled up in the alley backside, or behind the house.
It's probably nothing, just Tally opening up the door so there's more space.
Yeah.
Looking at the door as well, there just appear to be a couple scratch marks across the door from what looks like possibly wood that had been drug through and wouldn't quite fit and kind of got scratched all along the door.
He probably needed more space.
Yeah.
That's fine. Sorry, Liv.
Yeah. Sorry, Liv. Who's up for
Right.
dinner?
But the floors will be nice and pretty once it's done.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So,
I'm pretty hungry, so I'm gonna start cooking up some dinner in the kitchen.
you can
Sounds good.
certainly do that.
And I'm gonna use the cookbook.
That is an effective thing to do as well. Can I... Is there a way to do this? No, there's not a way to make it opaque. I was gonna make a square and just make it opaque, but apparently I cannot do that. So, just leave it with the draw shape. I'll just make it orange for now. There to there. Sure, go ahead and give me a survival check with advantage.
You got it. Oh,
Right. You make food. It's
I'm
food.
just making like this chicken salad with whole tomatoes, giant whole tomatoes, slightly cut
Okay.
at an attempt.
Alright. Who all is eating the chicken salad?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and do it. I'm also going to spend the 10 minutes to bring my unseen servant out just to help actually serve people and stuff too.
Yeah. You watch as Heath, as you're done and like preparing plates, you watch as when you finish a plate, it just kind of starts to float through the air and starts to float away from you. And
That's new.
whoever's at the bar, you watch as it just kind of gets delivered in front of you.
Ghost food.
Is there a new ghost in the house?
No, I learned a new spell. But maybe,
Huh.
I may as well use it.
Oh,
Let me
interesting.
roll this real quick just for fun. Okay. Sorry, rolling that hidden. But yeah. Anyways, so everyone who eats the food, I need all of you guys to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Is it versus poison?
You have salmonella.
It's specifically the fact that he mentioned that it was chicken, so I just was like, you know, I commit to this.
Is it against poison? Because I'll roll at advantage.
Kind of. It's not technically poison. You know what? You are a dwarf though, so yeah, you can roll it at advantage.
I did.
All
Much
right.
better. Okay.
Azra, did you eat the chicken? Azra? Faye! Okay, I'm gonna guess she stepped away. So, everyone who rolled below a 12, you all feel a little sick as you look at this chicken and you realize it's a little pink.
Sorry.
The rest of
I
it's
don't
very
really
good,
work
but
chicken a lot.
the chicken's a little pink. You'll see the adverse effects of that tomorrow morning.
I feel fine. I thought it was okay.
Being you're Being that you are an orc, it is.
I'm not fine.
Being that you are an orc, you are fairly used to raw food, so it
Yeah.
probably wouldn't have affected you even if you had filled it.
Mm.
So, well, eat your meal. Start to feel a little bit rough, but other than that, you're good at the moment. As you all sort of finish your meal, you do notice the seats being pulled out for you. Not by your unseen servant, actually. We're stuck.
Thanks, Lilith.
Thank you, Liv.
Yeah,
As you watch as you can kind of feel roughly where your unseen servant is Burstuck, just based off the nature of the spell.
Yeah.
You watch as you feel your unseen servant is going to pick up plates, and before it actually gets there, it seems like the plates are picked up slightly before it.
Ooh.
Ghost competition.
Uh-oh. Oh, Liv, we might be hiring someone to cook. We'll find out in a few days.
Yeah.
We'll be open in no time,
Maybe.
potentially.
Looks at floor.
Well, this part will be done in most likely a few days. So.
My apologies for any insult. Liv figured another pair of hands might be useful.
You get no response in the book.
I was about to say, is Lift's book still like where
It's
we had
still-
left off?
I'm
our
just imagining you guys have
conversation?
left it on the counter at this point.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, is it still where we left off in conversation before?
Oh, yeah.
Like, nothing new? Okay.
Nothing new. He hasn't written in it.
I'm gonna turn to the front and write Lift's book in it,
Okay, you can do that.
and then put it back.
I'm just gonna say out loud, if you ever need to tell us anything, write it in the book and then put it on one of us while we're sleeping.
Okay.
Oh god, now one of us is gonna wake up with a book on our face.
Let me tell you my life story. It'll take up this entire book. I'll write it in one night.
So, I mean, first, be happy to add that to the archives.
Wait, there's legitimately 2 actual banks on this list now that I see it. Because one capital is also a bank, isn't it?
Capital One.
Capital One, yeah,
One,
that's what
yeah.
it is. That's why I was triggering my memory.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna head up and go to sleep.
Same.
I'm gonna head up and go to the cats and feed them.
Sure.
How much time is left in the day? Right.
With the storm rolling in, you guys headed home a little bit early. As well as to clarify, you guys probably were getting hit by that storm a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, by making your way in at the end of the day.
Is it like a really rough storm? Are we talking hail or is it just heavy rain?
No, just heavy rain. At the moment, it's not too heavy. It's kind of lightish rain, but the clouds out at sea are definitely a little bit darker.
I'm gonna leave
I
my
was-
window open so I can hear rain.
Yeah, you can easily do that.
I was considering to seeing if I it's just the genasi of that.
Yeah, you would have time.
Okay.
You make your way over there, and apologies, let me pull up your shit. Avia and Embrick, when you arrive, are currently kind of the shop has already been closed, but as you knock on the door, they happily move to the door and open it. What can I do for today?
I just figured I'd put in a little extra work today.
Oh, well, we're about to clean up the forge, but we can
Oh,
work for
you're
a
about
few
to
more
clean up.
hours.
Oh no, if you're about to clean up, I'll save it for another day. I could probably
Well,
use
I
the
mean, the
extra
forge
rest.
is still lit. We can just eat our dinner and come check on it every once in a while. It doesn't take much work for us to keep it going.
Alright. Well, I'm happy to put in a couple hours for you.
Certainly. Appreciate that. How many hours are you putting in?
I would say probably just 2, maybe 3.
Maybe 3.
Fine. Especially
two-
since probably
depending on-
feeling a little rough, so I don't want to push myself too hard.
All right. Give me a roll. Smith tools, right? Yeah. Blacksmith tools. You are
Okay.
currently working on armor.
Yep.
Being as this is converted over to armor, it's definitely a different process, and you haven't quite gotten used to the way the forge works. For the first hour, you kind of get to the end of the first hour, and you're looking at it. You definitely don't think that where it's at the moment it's gonna hold up, and there's probably no reason to finish this piece. You could probably still break off the metal that you haven't used, and it wouldn't waste the entire bit of metal trying to make it right.
Yeah. Salvage what I can, see if I can start over.
Yeah, just because of the sake of making, since it is plate that you're making, it's very hard to unbend it properly and keep the tensile strength of everything. So it's easier just to heat it up and break it off and use the metal for something else, or use it for another piece of armor. So, do you do that then?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another smith tool roll.
Oh my god, why?
Oh,
The rolls are just bad today.
Shouldn't have
You
gone to work.
You don't know if it's this piece of metal or whether it's just specifically you're just having an off day. But the second piece is almost the same story. It's looking a little rough. Like it might be fixable, but it's definitely at the moment looking pretty rough.
You know what? I'm having an off day. And he's probably feeling kind of like he's going to be tilted a bit. So he's like, you know what? We'll just put this in the scrap to be reworked later.
He watches
And,
Imbrick walks out as you're kind of finishing up the second piece. Finishing up his dinner. Well, that's a piece of shite.
Yep, that it is. I think I may just toss it in the scrap, maybe be reworked.
Oh, that's fine. We can always reheat metal and use it for something. Whether it's and probably not for this job, but we can always use it for other things, mugs and things like that. That you don't have to worry about them being attacked by things.
Well,
Just toss it in the scrap pile. We'll see you
Sorry
tomorrow.
about that. Bye.
It happens. Is he as he says that he points over to his workstand, where you see a very pristine set of armor set up on the stand, and then next to it you see a pile of about like a solid like stack of just scrap metal right next to it, where you can clearly see that he's also had an off day. He finished one set of armor that looks pristine, but the rest of it is it looks a little rough.
I think it's just one of those days. Appreciate it.
No problem. We'll see you in the morning.
See you tomorrow. And I will head home frustrated.
As you watch as AV comes out, and he promptly douses the entire forge as it goes out, and you see a large puff of smoke go up as you leave the house. As you head back home.
I swear, like 50% of my rolls have been under 6.
This has been a rough session for all of you guys. It's probably a good thing we're not in combat this session. Well,
Look,
weren't
I've
in
been
much
rolling
combat.
great. I think we should start a fight. Everything's fine.
So,
Yep.
you all go to sleep. Hey, is there anything else you want to do before the end of the night?
No.
Anyone else?
I'm gonna spend like 2 hours just trying to train the cats to respond to call.
Sorry.
To just like calling them with the command word call, so they come to me.
Sure. Give me an animal handling check. You're correct. Let me ask this: are you also using speak with animals to do this?
Yes, I am.
All right. Then give me an animal handling check with advantage, so you can roll it again.
Okay.
Alright. These cats are still quite young. And as you're trying to teach them, even though you're speaking with them and you're having conversation with them and they seem to understand you, they're just very playful tonight and you try to teach them something, you try to like point towards something and refer to it, and they just kind of start swiping at your hand and just kind of paw your hand a bunch and think you're playing. And after about 10 minutes, as your spell fades, you kind of start to have this realization you might just want to play with the cats tonight because they don't seem like they're in the mood for learning much. They get brief bits of information, kind of, but not too much.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna play with them and then go to bed.
You can very easily do that. Anyone else doing anything?
No.
All right. So, you all awoken the next morning. Burst Duck, Ezra, and Silas. I need you guys all to make me Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
The same as it was yesterday.
All right. Oh god.
Oh no!
Fail.
You get advantage on it.
Roll it again.
Hey!
Thank Lord.
Because this is the poisonous effect. Silas, I need your Constitution
Sorry,
saving throws.
yeah, I'm trying to open my my character sheet right now. It's bugging
okay.
out a bit.
I'm resistant to necrotic.
That's not poison.
Shit.
You're resistant to death. This isn't death. This is food poisoning. It just
It
feels like
feels
death.
the same.
Right. So, Silent and Azra, you wake up with 1 point of exhaustion for the day, as you
Okay.
you just could not sleep well the entire night, and something about your stomach was active the entire night. As everyone wakes up, you notice a particularly strong scent coming from the toilets of the house. You wake up.
Oh boy. Who feels absolutely terrible this morning?
Me.
I'm gonna go up to Azra, and I'm gonna cast Protection Poison on her to remove her poison.
All right, you can do that. So I can let you know as well. Character-wise, the poisoned effect is already faded. This would be exhaustion level, so this would be a different thing. This is because they didn't sleep throughout the night.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to soothe her stomach.
Yeah, you can do that. Your stomach is slightly soothed.
Thanks.
Yeah, the chicken was my fault. I'm sorry.
Maybe a
great,
rare
and I'm
chicken isn't real.
I'm gonna cook.
To clarify as well, if you guys don't have exhaustion on your character sheet already,
Oh,
which Silas
I
do
already put
not.
it.
No, you don't. Let me go ahead and I'll go ahead and add that to you real quick. Where's exhaustion tracker? There we go.
Does it work automatically? No.
It does not. But it tells you the effect, so you have disadvantage on all ability checks throughout the day.
Yeah.
It does not
Ignore
include
that roll. I
attacks.
was just seeing.
Yep, you're good. It does not include attacks, but it does include anything you need to do stealth-wise or anything like that, or perception checks throughout the day. So just remember that.
I'm just gonna leave it on disadvantage until.
I'm gonna make something for breakfast with chicken in it.
I am not
Okay.
gonna eat.
You daring son of a bitch.
And I'm gonna also use a cookbook.
You can do that. Go ahead and roll it with advantage.
I'm gonna make chicken and fake waffle.
Chicken and waffles.
Yep.
Waffles. Alright. Your food is significantly
Nice.
better. Using the leftover chicken, you managed to cook it all the way through and confidently feel that it is properly cooked and everything tastes amazing. And
This is so much better.
Azra and Silas, you guys tend to want to eat a little bit more, as it smells very good, and you guys have been in the bathroom all night and feel like you have nothing left in your stomachs.
All right.
Look, I've not made you sick from my cooking yet. Yeah, trust.
Yeah,
I do
This is
cut the chicken
incredible.
open just
Yeah.
to make sure before I eat it.
it's white all the way through. Cut it in a few spots, just cautious over last night's antics.
It's fine.
So,
But I also felt fine. So.
you all awaken the next morning with your chicken and waffles filling the kitchen and tavern area. Is there anything you would like to do before you go to work in the morning?
Feed the cats. I need to remember that.
Feed the kittens.
Did they want chicken and waffles?
I'll give them like little slices of chicken.
Okay. The cats more than happily eat the chicken. They eat the waffles if you give it to them, but at less enthusiasm.
Yeah, gotta give them a full breakfast.
But yeah, you feed the cats. Anything else you want to do?
No, I think that's it.
All right. So, is on the rare occasion that I will let you guys tell me your pathing for the morning. Because it kind of matters now if you guys are using the device.
Yeah.
Where are we going again?
You
We're
guys
going
are
down-
heading
Go all the way down,
all
like
the
here,
way
right?
down
Yeah.
to Ship Street.
Yeah.
So we hit this road.
We've gone
right?
this one and this one.
What if we go closer to this? I guess I think it's too far, but
No,
might
Or
need to
closer
do
over
some-
here.
Yeah,
the Street of the Sword. We weren't on the high road all the way. Well, actually, no. I think we took the high
No,
road all the way
you
back
took the
up.
high road
we
all the way
took the
back
high
up.
road
pretty much.
home. Yeah,
No, we took the high road to Copper.
yeah, we went down here.
So,
So I think
in reference,
go-
just to give you guys a hint, if you guys travel to here, that would cover to here.
yeah.
Because this is actual distance, so...
Okay.
So
I
think
remember
if we
that
go
has the
down
tool here, so.
Yeah. Go down this
So,
way.
traveling through here, you guys would have hit most of the market.
Mhm.
Apart from the middle of it, you guys would have probably missed this half.
Yep.
Traveling down Warrior Way, you would have hit all the way to sections of this street.
Yeah. So I think if we go down,
And we started on Trader's Way.
yeah. No.
No.
Yeah, you started around here.
Yeah, we
Okay.
started around here.
like, right
we would
here.
have caught both Trader's
So we
Way
went,
and this
like-
one.
Here, doubled back, went down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Went over here.
No, we have basically a 1,000-foot deck that goes within 500 feet in any direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So you can literally
Yeah.
check to. You can pretty much check to the street, east and west, or south and north of where you are.
Yeah. So I think we should go down here to the street up Trader's Way. And then down this place.
What if we went closer, like, because we're here, so what if we go, like, this way? And then down.
We can do that, but then it might pick up. Wait, where was the temple again?
The temple is here,
Here.
so we would still be fine.
Okay. We can do that, but I did want to make sure we went through Trader's Way.
Yeah, we can hit that on the way back, too.
Yeah. Alright, so I guess we're heading over to here and down to here. And
You
then
can go ahead and
make
draw
our
a
way.
path if you want to, just so you guys can remember everything you've done.
I just don't want to. I'm gonna try and do it and not in over like names and stuff.
You're good.
I'm going over names and stuff.
That's fine.
What color are you using?
Pink, because it's what color I am.
Okay. Oh, that's where we're going today. Okay.
Yeah. And then I think we have to go around this way to get to the dock.
I think we'll go just pretty.
Yeah, you have to go
fairly
along
quickly there.
along either High Road or the Way of the Dragon, or you can cut through there. That works as well. That would go
Okay.
cut past the Castle of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Alright.
As long as it'll let us. If not, we'll go around.
Yeah, I mean you can pass through that area. It is a road.
Okay.
It's more
Then,
like
yeah.
along. Here, I'll adjust it a little bit.
Okay.
It's more like you have to go this way, like kind of like that way along the road. To like there.
That's fine. I just couldn't. I was zoomed out, so I couldn't really see the road.
You all travel along that area. Hold. Let me check something else.
Now, when we got to here on the red, did we continue on a high road or did we go this way?
No, we went to Copper.
Up this way, right?
Yeah.
You can basically assume that 500 feet essentially covers one city block left and right of us.
Yep.
So, like, we didn't get this line here that I've got highlighted.
Yeah, we would have missed that. But we can cover that on the way home.
Yep.
Because we've essentially covered this one. We will be covering this one and this one today. These two. And kind of this part here. We would have missed all of this as well.
Yeah.
Right.
I recommend we put away the thing before we get to
So-
the guy with the notebook.
To clarify as well, you guys are heading to here. Ship Street,
then-
like right around here where the
Mhm.
Two Flask Alley is where that's where the start of your adventure for the morning is.
Whee!
Where
Okay,
is the
like
patrol
that.
route again?
So the street cleaning
Yeah.
is down Ship Street, over to Dock Street, and then along here, and then back up here, and then back through here. Then
Okay.
you coast back down and come back.
So it's basically just around like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Because there's the so to clarify, the group you're doing is basically the people who clean the sewage and the streets of the city. And so there's a lot of them. It's a guild. It's an entire guild that does it. This is just where they're assigned.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
you all meet up with them in the morning at the tavern.
I
As you
recommend we put
guys
away the
were,
device
as
before
you
we get
guys,
to the guy with the book.
as you guys see them,
Yeah, that's fine.
as you guys see them, you hear the device start to go off.
So around here.
Around here, right here, where my little arrow is dancing around.
Okay. We should
What
do our
way is it
patrol
telling
and
us?
then
Is
Wait,
before your patrol at the moment.
we should do
Uh,
our
right here.
Which direction is it?
At the moment, it is pointing towards the docks.
go over to this way.
Interesting.
Okay. So we
When
should
you
remember
arrive,
this.
it is pointing here, like
Oh,
towards
that way.
like this direction.
Okay. So we should remember this and come back after the patrol because we still have to do our job.
Yeah, where on our route do we normally see butt face that I don't like?
That is around the actual down here, the south, like right as you guys cross
That
along the
south
line.
loop?
Mhm.
Okay.
Apologies, chat. I just realized you guys can't see all of this. My bad. There we go.
Yeah, who's holding the thingy?
Me.
To clarify as well, as long as you release the trigger from it, it will deactivate as well. It's only when you're holding the trigger that it's active.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
with Bruce. I should just put it away before we see butthole.
So, you all start your work for the morning. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Are you putting the device away the entire time, or just around him?
Just around him.
Right. As you get a little ways past, as you get to around here, the device turns off.
Okay, so it was active from like here to here-ish.
Mhm.
Okay.
And the entire time it kind of was pointed towards this direction somewhere.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, let's quickly finish our route.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's shooting fireworks apparently. May 1st seems like the best day to do that.
To do what?
Someone's shooting off fireworks at the moment.
Oh, nice.
So, you all start to make your way down the route. I still need perception checks from some of people.
Totally have this.
And Larry.
Keith, I'm missing your perception check. Oh my
Oh,
god.
I don't think you're missing anything.
You guys miss a whole lot. So as you guys are going through your watch, nothing really catches you out of your out of the norm. Your guy is still at the cafe when you arrive, reading a book, writing in it occasionally.
Still don't like it.
You guys continue on your way?
Yep.
Yeah. Don't happen to see anything the rest of the trip. However, when you do get back and you round and you start to head back towards the tavern, if you have the device out again, it does start to go off again.
Same spot?
I think we
Roughly
put
the
it
same
away.
area.
No, I only put it away around him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unless I mean, you could theoretically you could put it away entirely, but I imagined when you were coming back around, you could also activate it again if you would like to.
Yeah. I want to see if it moved any, or if it's still there.
It's hard to tell. Whatever it is 500 feet away from you, and it's pointing
Yeah.
towards a bunch of houses.
No, I know. I just wanted to see if it still went active, like in the same area.
Actually, wait, no. This is 6 hours later. It's not active anymore. Apologies. My bad.
At all.
Nope.
Fuck.
It appears to not be active at the moment.
Maybe this is where it sleeps, though. That's good to know.
Maybe.
Maybe. What if we go from here and we go back north?
Head north towards the sewers.
Yeah, maybe.
You would know as well that where you are at, this does not reach everything over here.
No, it would have only reached
From
partway through.
here, it reaches roughly to around here.
Okay. Then what if
Yeah,
we-
but it was in this direction.
What's the last place you felt it was in this direction somewhere?
Yeah, so what if we do we'll just do a wide loop like here?
Let's see if there's any sewer entrance in here first.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sure. Alright. Alright, so you guys check the sewers first?
If there's an entrance right there, yeah.
Sure. Give me investigation checks for everyone looking for sewers.
Did we get paid for today?
You did.
Okay.
Everyone can add their 15 gold for the day. Well, Silas, I would ask you to roll at disadvantage, but you're good.
Wow.
So,
We're so good.
Illyri, you do find a sewer manhole cover.
The bad guys from rolling the highest.
You find a single one. Kind of, it's in the middle of the alleys around. Is that Odd Street? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
It's hard to see. It's
I'll
kind of
point
along
it
Odd
out.
Street.
To the blind people.
We should go down and see if there's any footprints. Maybe it makes its way around in the sewers.
Right. As you
Maybe.
attempt to lift this, go ahead and give me a strength check.
Are you lifting it or do you want me to lift it?
Whoever wants to.
I'll
attempt
make
to
an
lift it.
attempt, but I'm gonna be like, well, you're probably gonna have to do it, but I'll try.
You grab this thing by the holes, and where most of these man covers come free immediately. This one didn't budge at all. You tried to pick it up, and it's just stayed there.
Yeah, no, this is all you.
I'll,
Device going off?
No.
I'll try and lift it.
Sure. Roll strength check.
22.
You put everything into it, and you feel it creak a little bit. As you release it, this is sealed. in some
Aw.
way, shape, or form. As with the 10 investigation check, none of you guys noticed that the entire thing is apparently welded shut.
Oh, no.
Oh. Well, it's not using this one.
Hmm.
If it is, it does a lot of work each night.
Yeah.
Okay, so we should make our way back up.
Let's walk along the boardwalk.
Yeah, I think we should do like a big loop.
Sure.
Maybe it
Around-
lives in the water.
like around here.
I mean, Dock Street, where the red line is.
Yeah, I'd like to start this area, and then if we don't get any pings in this area, I'd say we can go down farther south along the water and like north up here.
It's only so far south we can go. So.
That's what I mean. Is like we should check this loop first, then we can check down here, and then we can check north again.
Sure. You can do that. So-
I've got a question. Since, well, not really a question, but while we're walking, are there enemy animals nearby, like birds or squirrels?
Down at the dock, there's a shit ton of seagulls. And they're pretty much everywhere.
I'm gonna go up to one of the seagulls, cast Speak with Animals, and ask if they have seen any like metal humanoids.
Metal people.
Yeah.
Metal man.
Iron Man, if you
Alright.
will.
Little man.
Alright, so you walk up to the seagull. The seagulls, as you're walking up to them, even just approaching them, are already squawking. As you cast Speak with Animals and you finish it casting, the squawking turns into food. Food? Do you have food? Do you have food? Do you see food? Where's food? We're trying to find food. Anyone see food? Nope, don't see food.
Okay, quiet down. I'll give you food
It
if
turns to you and cocks its head. Food?
I have food, but answer my question first. Okay?
He has food! Food! Everyone, food! He
Oh
watches,
god.
Oh,
he
no.
watches about 70 seagulls just swarm you and just stand around you with anticipation.
Have you seen a metal man nearby?
Metal man food! Metal man food! Food! Anyone food! Food! Metal man food! No metal man! No metal man! No metal man! You just kind of get this resounding thing of just no metal man.
Okay. Right, I tossed them like 3 rations.
Okay. You toss out the 3 rations, and you watch as the How far do you toss them away from yourself?
Like, like 10, 15 feet?
Alright, give me a dex check. Alright. You go to toss them, and you get to roughly the right direction. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
As soon as you release the food, you also release the swarm. As all of these seagulls just flock to these rations. You toss it, and then promptly, like, as they start to fly, just kind of let yourself fall to the ground, as opposed to being attacked by the seagulls. As all 3 rations don't even hit the ground before they are snatched up by seagulls who are now fighting over the food in the air. You see that they're actively attacking each other to try to get to the food and just kind of fighting over. Every once in a while, one will pick up the entire ration and start to fly off before another one just kind of goes up and starts picking pieces off of it out of his mouth. Yeah. You're getting a lot of weird eyes from sailors that are walking by as well. As the docks are quite busy at this time of day.
Yeah, don't pay attention to this. Private investigation going on.
Was that crazy son of a bitch just talking to a seagull? I think he was. I need to stop drinking before noon.
Well, it looks like these birds didn't see any metal men come by
That's
the
waiting
docks.
for Animal Battle Royale Part 2.
Yeah, right.
This Sunday. So, you guys, where are you guys at this point where you were checking out the seagulls? Because you could have done this anywhere.
I think I was like there-ish.
Sounds good.
I'd
So-
say Well, we had started here, and we'll probably like go like this direction.
So you guys are starting to make your way south along the docks. So when you guys
Yeah.
get to here, apologies, right here, the device starts to go off again
Hey,
and is
Yeah,
pointing down the dock,
This way?
like
there a
into the
ship?
down this large dock here.
boy.
Do I see anything?
Along the ship, you do see two large ships, as well as a smaller ship that is over here.
Well, let's go down the dock.
Yeah.
We got 2 big boats.
And a small one.
That's boat number 1, and that's boat number 2.
Looking down the boats, there's two galleons that are there. One of them says the Heartbreaker, and the other one is the Eye Catcher. As well as you do notice further out, there appears to be a ship of similar make, flying the same flag as this one that says the Hellraiser. That one is anchored kind of out here a little bit.
Okay.
That one would be too far for our radius, right?
Yeah.
It would be.
Yeah.
It
So
would be
going-
too far for your radius. You imagine that that it looks like this ship is anchored out, kind of waiting for the other ones possibly to set sail. Most likely they already got their cargo and they're ready to go.
So if we go out this way, I can't. Hold on. Out here. Which way does the thing point?
As you start to make your way out onto the dock, you get stopped by a couple of men, a couple of sailors. Who are you and what are you doing out here? Only ship hands are allowed out here. Ship hands are people who are loading the ship.
We are ship hands.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
ship hands. We've been told to come out here
Deception check.
for work.
If it wouldn't have been disadvantaged, I would have been fine.
If it wouldn't have been disadvantage, you would have rolled an 11.
So yeah, if it would have been advantage,
Ah,
you'd
yeah.
be fine.
Right.
Sorry.
Okay. Let me.
Deception's my thing.
Yeah, but you have stomach sickness. So.
I know.
All right. All right. Well, we need all of these boxes moved onto that ship, and that pile of boxes moved onto the other ship. Hop, hop, go!
All right, yes, sir. Quick, check which direction the thing is pointing in.
Sure.
Yeah. Which is funny.
Give me at this point, give me a sleight of hand check, as you're trying to keep the secret, Azra. Okay.
Oh, no.
Not doing a great job. As you finish your conversation and start to move the boxes, and then you kind of try to keep it secret and like tuck your hand under the box, holding up this. It's pretty lightweight. The box is pretty lightweight, so you imagine you can hold it up. As you do, the whirling and clicking of this device does draw some attention. As if people, what are you doing? What's that sound? However, it does seem to point to the Eye Catcher. The southern ship.
And that's the one with the pairing of the sails that are out in the
So
water.
both of these ships, their sails match the ship that is anchored out there.
They're all three together.
Yeah.
All 3 of
Okay.
them.
It seems like all
together.
3 of them
That's
are
fine.
together.
Okay. So.
What you doing?
Well,
Is one of the
sorry,
these
we're-
sailors walks up to you and looks under the box to see what you're holding. What the hell is that thing? Oh
it
no!
It makes the box lighter, so it's easier to carry.
Yeah, we're actually pretty rich, ship hands, so she has a disability. She can't carry heavy objects, so she uses that magical item to help her carry that box.
Okay. Roll a deception check. I was gonna say it was an advantage until you went into the magical artifact thing, and then now
Mhm.
it's become disadvantage, so it'd be normal.
Nailed it. Deception starts with a
either one
D.
of you. can
Nice.
roll.
Ooh.
We roll their insight checks.
Oh no!
Oh.
I ain't never heard of an object that makes shit like that. No, we'd know about that. Our boss would have gotten this one by now. What the hell are you talking about? You're coming with us. Drop the box. Hey, pull out manacles and attempt to manacle you guys. What would you like to do?
Whereabouts on the boat are we?
You're not
I'm
on the
on the
boat. You're still
boat.
on the dock.
Can I push them in the water?
Sure.
Oh, no.
Give me an athletics check. If you would like to rage, it could be at advantage.
Sure. I'll use a rage. Is athletics?
Yep.
Oh, that's a 26.
All right. You raise both your hands and attempt to push them both off the dock. I don't think that either of them can make their save, but I'll just roll it for fun. Yeah. You raise your hand and shove both of them off the docks. What are the rest of you guys doing? They are now tumbling into the water. These docks are about. These
I'm
docks
going on
are
the ship.
about.
Yep.
Oh, we're
10
going on the
feet-
boat.
They're about 10 feet above the water. There is some ladders that kind of go along the docks as well as you're approaching. You guys are a good. This is a long dock, and you guys are about 175 feet out on the dock at the moment.
Yeah, you sure you want to go on the boat?
I'm sure we can
We either
make
go
it.
on the boat or we take the long run back to the
So
street.
to clarify, the boats are not quite this big either. The boats are around
Oh,
200
okay.
feet long. I think. Right. Let me double
The
check.
boats are massive, okay?
Yeah,
That's
we
fine.
can make it.
Let me double check.
It's like
the
half
length.
the size.
I believe it's the length is. That's around the length.
Oh,
Uh.
Well, I was going to pick up the ones that he indicated were going to go for the eye anyway, and just head that way, and I'll just shout, "Men overboard!"
So yeah, the boats are around like 170 feet long. They're galleons, so they're big, but they're not quite that big. Here, I'll give you a measurement to make it easier.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Around
Are we
like
getting
there.
on the ship? Getting
Hey, mine was
in?
close.
So-
what's the plan?
I already said I was going for the ship.
Okay.
So you're
Uh,
running.
Stuff to
You're
go
running.
on the
You attempt to
eyeball.
run to the ship.
there are little
I'm carrying
boats.
buckets on. What the heck?
As we are running, I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace and just take out some ashes from my pocket.
Okay.
And yeah,
It is broad daylight, and you are out on a dock, but you are not leaving footprints on the dock.
Good.
So, you guys attempt to make your way to the boat. There is a few sailors in front of you as well that are promptly on, that will be directly in your path, as well as the only way onto this ship that you're seeing is by either there's two nets that climb their way up the side of the ship, or the gangplank that leads onto the top deck, which is currently based off of the dock and how long it is. It's about 60 feet long, this board is. And it is at about a 30-degree angle going up. It's a very steep gangplank, because these are galleons and they're very tall. What would you like to do? Got four soldiers, four sailors that are rushing you. I need to change the music for this as well. Apologies.
Got this.
This is not accurate.
Oh, these are my new boats.
I don't care if this gets DMCA'd.
And then here's the little baby boat.
Do they have weapons drawn, or are they just coming at us barehanded?
At the moment, they're coming at you barehanded.
You said there's like 4 more of them?
4 more between you and just getting to the boat.
How many are behind us?
Behind you, there's about 8 of them that are down the dock that have seen what just happened and are now starting to make their way towards you.
We should not attack them. We should not attack them.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Can I shout something?
Can you shout something?
Yeah, I have
Do you
time
want
to
to?
just shout something. We're doing a city investigation. We're looking for a stowaway. We have reason to believe that there might be one on your boat. We request to look into this because this person may be connected to several murders in the city.
Alright. As you shout this out, You hear a voice shout out off of the you hear a voice shout out off of the top of the ship. You can't see the figure. Well, we'll certainly work with city officials looking into a murder. Don't fight it, let them come on board. They can have a conversation with me. The sailors who were aggressively about to stop it, you kind of look up. As a couple of them kind of allow you up the gangplank of the ship.
I'll carry the box that I had.
Yeah, I'll keep carrying the box that I had too.
Yeah. You can easily keep carrying the box that you have. Each of the boxes weigh about... Sorry, I'm trying to see where my music volume is at the moment.
Yeah, it's a little loud.
Yeah, holy shit, why is it so loud? It's like really low on my end. Apologies, I did not realize how loud that is. Sorry. So, you all start to make your way up. As you guys arrive on the deck, you do see the man that was conversing with you. You're good. It was me. I apologize. There we go. So, as you arrive at the top, you do see a dashing figure of a apologies, I'm making sure this is right. Half elf, or sorry, no, full elf, aboard the top of the ship. As he gives you a courteous bow as you arrive at the top of the ship. Apologies for
Insight
the.
check.
Go ahead.
Wanna see.
Apologies
About
for
that.
the
Connection.
arrogance of my men. We don't often have investigations that start with people being pushed into the water.
I don't like being handcuffed.
We were trying to be kind of quiet about doing an investigation since we weren't sure.
Apologies. Just
To
didn't
clarify,
always
do you
tell
still
us.
have the device out?
Yeah, but it's not on.
Just had to know. Well, as it is at the moment, we'll happily help with any investigations that we can help with.
We just want to see if someone or something is hiding on the ship. Is that okay?
That should be fine.
They seem genuine.
Rolling on my end, so that way chat can't see it. Muhaha. Yeah, he seems completely genuine. It seems like everything he said so far comes out to you as being true, as far as you're aware.
How long have you been docked here?
Well, we came in last evening, and we were allowing the men to go their way and get some drinks. We arrived, I believe, last night just as the sun was setting. We docked up around, probably around, I would say, for character's sake, or for player's sake, it's 10 o'clock. I don't know, about a few hours after sunset. Takes a while to get a bunch of galleons docked up. They don't exactly cooperate sometimes.
Yeah, they're
Right.
big boats.
And with the storm blowing in, it was a little bit extra treacherous to say the least.
Mm.
What are you guys hauling? If I may ask.
Well, we have a couple of different ventures at the moment. We have a couple of places we're digging up north to some of the islands. We don't really ask too much of what's in our shipment. We get paid by people to deliver stuff and not open the crate. So,
Okay.
as far as we're aware, we're carrying supplies, food, on a little bit of weapons to an island up north that needed some arms delivered to them.
Fair enough. You didn't happen to notice anyone sneaking around on around your dock sometime this morning within the last 6 hours?
No, not as far as I'm aware.
All right.
Could have been loaded in with the crates.
Yeah.
This is
We checked the
specifically
roll-
my
roll-
private ship. This boat usually doesn't carry anything, but we have extra big load, and I like to keep weapons on my personal vessel when they take voyages.
Understood.
All right. Well,
Be careful with that
honestly-
box as well. Don't drop it. As he looks at
Which
the
one?
As he looks at the one that Azra is carrying.
Ah!
As you look at the box now, you can see that it is marked with gunpowder.
I suddenly don't want this box
I'm gonna
anymore.
grab it from her.
Thank you.
He watches Azra starts to panic and almost drops the box.
Apologies for the confusion that your sailor had. It was we have something that's helping us track down the specific fugitive. So,
Oh, is it that device?
Yeah,
Looks
and I'll
over.
turn it on.
Sure. As soon as you do, it starts to go off and points straight down.
Below?
so,
Yep.
below decks.
He's
Yep.
on the
Apparently,
boat.
what you're looking for is beneath my ship.
Or somewhere below decks.
below
Maybe
deck?
even
What is it that you're
So-
looking for? I apologize. If I may.
rogue construct.
Oh, alright. Well, I hate to say it, but this might have been a bit of a wild goose chase for yourself. But let me go show you what it is real quick.
Okay.
He leads you down. And as he gets below deck, you walk up on two things that look fairly similar to Nim, the thing that you had seen before. Two nimble rights that are turned off. I believe this is what the device is finding. I purchased them from a wizard last time I visited him. They're great aboard ships. They do great work, so they're perfectly harmless. We keep them turned off when we don't need them.
Insight check?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna double down on that, and then we should turn it on to make sure it's still pointing directly to those two.
Sure.
Yeah.
You would know that this device does find all of them, so.
Okay, doesn't matter if they're on or off.
Alira, you feel like he is being very honest with you.
Okay.
Even more, you feel almost more sure of it compared to the questions you asked him before as well.
Good.
He's
good.
being a little bit extra persuasive right now.
Well, I
How
guess
well
so.
known is it that you have these?
Not too long. It's been about a year, I think. We visit
Yeah,
the Lantan Islands, where the Lantanese are from, and
Did
there's a
they-
wizard there who makes these, and he happened to make this. Or I have 4 of them. There's 2 aboard this ship, and 2 aboard the one over there, the Heartbreaker.
Oh.
Guys, just for the quick, I don't think he was in port even when this happened.
Did they stay on ship this morning?
Well, yes, they have. Don't have a reason to turn him on.
So
I-
they weren't up in the city at any point this morning?
Not that I'm aware of. No. I have
So
to.
the one-
I'm the only person who was allowed to turn them on. I'm the only person who has the command word. So unless one of my men was sneaking up on me and knows the command word to turn it on, then no. As well as we came into port last night, so we weren't here very long.
So the one we were looking for was over there
It was.
earlier.
It would have
So-
been 2. It would have been 2 days ago as well that you were.
That's what I'm saying. They weren't in dock. When,
They weren't here, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about this morning specifically,
Yeah, the
like
ping this morning would have had to been somewhere between here and there, more
Yeah.
or less.
Well, to
here's the thing.
clarify, I don't know if the other ship was using them. I can go ask him if you would
Oh.
want me to. They have
Yeah, if
again.
you
There's
could.
2. There's 2 on the Heartbreaker as well. That's the ship over there.
yeah.
let me
yeah.
call
ask
over
that.
to him real quick. He makes his way down. Does he have the spell that I am looking for? No, he doesn't. So you watch as he makes his way out, and watches he makes his way out, and you expect him to make his way down the gangplank, but instead you watch as he kind of speaks a couple words, and then kind of lifts off as you watch as he kind of grabs himself, kicks the top of his boat, and just floats over to the other boat, where he releases it and sails back down. To clarify, you guys are probably about at 140 feet away from him. It's hard to make out what he's saying.
Yeah.
But he does make his way back over to the ship, a similar manner, kicking off the boat and floating back down. It seems that they were using them to offload some stuff and reload the ships for the shipment. They would have been around. There was a dockhouse over in Odd Street that they were using.
Yeah.
Okay. That's about approximately where we were getting that ping. All right.
Yep.
Well, we're on the lookout. Well, you may want to double check your hold just in case. I don't know if these things can detect each other, but the thing we were looking for, if you didn't make a berth here before last night, it wouldn't be any of your constructs because this hit us about this thing attacked about a couple days ago. But
That is
looking to
pretty
try to see-
interested.
Yeah, there's one that's malfunctioning or something, and it killed like 9 people.
It killed a number of people. So we're trying to track it down. So I appreciate you working with us, but I would suggest also just double check your hold, make sure there's no extra stragglers trying to conceal themselves under guise of this.
Oh, well, we'll make sure of that.
And if you do find one, if you do find a rogue construct, I would definitely contact what's the fellow's name? The inspector.
I would just find the nearest city guard and tell them to get
Or the
that person.
guard too.
And also treat it with extreme caution, because, like I said, it did murder people.
We'll be sure to keep an eye out for it. And if you'll ever see yourself in need of a vacation, just let me know. We occasionally do a once per year. Actually, I believe we'll be leaving in the fall this year. Our ships take out people for the Sea Maidens Fair.
Cool. What's your name, Captain?
Oh, it's Jalax Banern.
I will
Anyway,
not remember
sorry.
that, but it's a pleasure.
I'll type it in chat because it is not a common name.
Jarl Axel. Huh.
Axel Bainra. All right, Captain Bainra. Appreciate your
Captain
assistance.
Bane,
with this.
got it.
Well, of course. And if there's anything we can do
also
for you,
trouble.
just let me know.
Actually, toss him a couple silver and saying, get your 2 men who took an involuntary bath a drink on us.
I'll certainly do that for them. I'm sure they'll be happy about it.
They probably needed
So-
it anyway.
And as you make your way off, you do notice that most of the people who are on the ship are very much not clothed.
Yeah.
As well as, I apologize, I did not read this. Brief description. Standing behind a wine glass is a scantily clad man in a scarlet appareled designs, or I can't read. I don't know why my brain is just dead right now. You see someone in scarlet apparel with bountiful amounts of chest hair for an elf, and a very flashy rapier on their side with a stylish belt. And actually, I am mistaken. I apologize. His name is Zardoff Sword. Ignore the other name. They never saw that name. That never happened.
Captain Zord, got it.
Captain
All right,
Zord.
Captain Zord.
Apologies. This is what happens when I skim things and don't read all of them because I'm a great DM.
It's fine.
All right. Well, I'll offer him my hand for a shake and be like, "Thank you. Sorry for the inconvenience."
Sure. Give his hand a shake.
Pull him into the water. I'm kidding.
Give me a strength check. Actually, give me a strength check.
Shit. Strength 9.
Alright. He gives you a very firm handshake. A lot more firm than you were anticipating.
I respect it.
To the point where it almost hurts a little bit. But it
That's
doesn't actually
fine.
cause any pain. we'll be seeing you. Best of luck finding your murderous construct.
Murderous robots. They're dangerous.
Yep. Thank you. And I will leave the ship via the gangplank.
Yeah.
Guys, make your way down.
I don't think this is what we were looking for.
No.
Not, but it's all right. It was still worth investigating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, now.
So, all of this took you guys about an hour. Ish.
Fair.
Between walking along the street, getting attacked by seagulls, and fake investigation. Well, not fake investigation, but
It was a real investigation.
false
It was-
investigation.
A red
The
herring.
term you're looking for is wild goose chase.
Yeah.
There were no goose involved.
Only hungry seagulls.
Very hungry seagulls.
Seagulls.
All right.
Hungry seagulls.
I said seagulls. Stop it now.
So, you'll make your way back down the gangplank and back down. And you get a couple of upset looks from two particular sailors that are at this point making their way up the ladder. Their clothes entirely soaked.
I'm gonna do like the fake like jolt at them with my hands out. And
They
see if
give you
fall.
they give you the faces of children that are upset that they're not allowed to fight you. It's kind of tongue out, and they're very upset. As you make your way down.
Alright, well. Guess we should keep that thingy out, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, what path do we want to take?
Holy shit. Sorry. I just read what the actual insight check is to actually get any information out of that dude. Holy shit.
Oh wow.
A natural 20 is not.
No, natural 20 works.
Illyri rolled a natural 20.
Yeah, and she got information out of them.
Oh, okay.
I think, what if we go like this way?
I thought you were saying that like we couldn't get it. That's what I
I
was
know you
thinking.
could. Natural 20 might be the only thing that would have worked for most of you, but you could definitely get information out of him. Okay. So, you guys travel back along that way. Let me go ahead and zoom out for you all.
We
on
also need to
screen.
go up one of these streets.
Yeah. Let's.
What if we'll do that now? We'll go. Boing.
Yeah, do we have anything pressing we need to do today?
We have the well people coming back, but I'd say we'll do this route. And do we want to head back to the house today? Or right now, I mean, rather.
I don't think so. Maybe we should recheck out the Sea Ward.
The C word. Oh, around where we saw it?
Yeah.
Well, if we've got to stay 500 feet away from here.
It's fairly easy to do.
Yeah. So let's go back to the market. Trader's Way up to Zarimtar Street.
They like that. It's like 500 feet.
Here, I can give
Radius
you...
around there.
Sec. I will measure exactly how far it is and give you guys a circle. That's gonna be close.
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah, that's
Good
on,
enough.
on that side. It'll go past the wall on the other side. So
Yeah, it's just a general idea.
pretty much this block you guys are good at. From Diamond Street to
general
Grimwald Street,
idea.
and then along Satchel Alley, and you guys will be fine. Which I would say you guys, to clarify, I'm guessing you guys turned on the device. Actually, I didn't realize how close it was. You probably turned them on up at Diamond Street. So I would say
Mhm.
you've
Okay.
also checked from here down.
So I'll start the path up.
yeah,
here,
yeah.
then.
You guys definitely would have checked that then.
There. connect that. So we want to do orange from there then.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is gonna be so confusing when we eventually have to
Oh,
delete
wait.
all of this.
It's actually not that bad to delete, but yeah.
Oh. No, it's
Okay,
very
yeah.
easy for me. Because I can delete everyone's artwork. I can't delete. It's not just my own.
Oh yeah. Then we're going that way.
Okay.
And then here's where we'll separate and go on the orange.
Sure. So, everyone, give me perception checks.
Nailed it.
Damn, Silas. Fucking rocking that shit. Even with disadvantage.
Yes,
So-
sir.
Silas and Heath. You all do notice, the only thing that kind of catches you off guard, today was and Illyria, you actually noticed this. For a very
And
specific
that one?
reason. And that one. There's an odd number of Griffin flyers out this morning.
It's
Oh,
because
boy.
she's looking up all the time.
Hey, I just continue with the way that the story was already played out yesterday. You all do notice that there's an odd number of Griffin flyers up today.
Hey guys, there's a lot of people flying today.
I was like, how did she notice that?
She still didn't notice. She's actually sleepwalking the entire time. That's what-
I
There's
wonder
an
why.
They probably up
I wonder if
patrols.
something happened.
We could have the
Maybe.
guard.
Yeah.
But the pings do not go off with the route you take today. By the time you guys make it back, it's pushing, like, it's probably about 2 hours before sunset, so like 6-ish. Kelly has already finished up for the day. I'll drag you guys back over to the house for now. And there is a larger section done today. As about from draw shape orange. He goes ahead and finishes up to the bar on this portion, not including the outside stairs to clarify. And then also finishes from here to here as well. And everything on this side. Oh god, no, I don't want to fill that in. Panic. Draw shape. Change that to this. Everything inside of here has been refloored as well.
It looks so nice over there.
It does. Looks like pristine wood. Looking at it, it doesn't look like the wood has been stained or has been treated yet, but it's all down.
Very nice.
I want to check the book.
Alright. You check Left's book. Looking through it, there is a message written for today.
Yeah.
That basically says, please make sure you clean up after breakfast.
Fuck, yeah.
Oops.
As you do notice that all of the dishes and everything inside of the kitchen has been cleaned.
Sorry, Liv.
Sorry.
I'm gonna sweep up as much as I can if it's
Sure.
dirty to make up
You
for
know,
it.
right now it's really easy to sweep the floor because you can
Yeah.
literally just sweep it into the giant hole.
Yep.
You do notice that a portion of the hole also does go under the house at this point. Specifically, the place where they lined up the well lined up with another place that specifically he's left the floor open. I imagine there might be a reason for that.
Problem.
Can I look in the hole?
Yeah. As you look in the hole, you can see that there is the start of the well being dug.
Oh.
It's about. Hold. Let me see. I'm looking at a spell to see how much you can move per day. Stop shooting off fireworks. It's not a special day. Fucking rednecks. All right. The well at the moment goes pretty deep down, from what you can see.
Is it where we want it?
It is.
Here? Okay.
It-
Look, Illyria,
it's
a hole.
It's a little bit further into the wall. They actually, as you look down it, they kind of, it looks like they used some sort of spell to kind of move the wall backwards a little bit.
So, like, over to here?
Yeah, basically, like the wall's
Okay.
been moved back a little bit where they're putting in the well. And looking down into the hole, it goes about let's see, it goes about 20 feet deep. There's currently not water at the end of it.
Look, Illyria.
Ah.
A hole.
Ah.
A hole.
Ha! Where's it go? How deep is
20 feet.
Ah,
Jump in. No, I'm kidding. Don't
No.
jump
They're doing pretty good, though.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
in.
They're doing pretty good, though. That's good.
It's about 5 feet wide as well. Diameter, I mean.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So, what would you guys like to do with the rest of your day?
I
I
don't know.
don't feel well enough to go and work, so I'm gonna read a book. And I'm gonna be like, Liv, if you ever want to read, we do have books here. Welcome to read them. If you can read them. I guess you can.
As you are making your way outside to head up, you notice the familiar vestige of Rainier walking up to your house. As he goes to knock on the door, you walk out. Hello.
Hello.
I was sent by Volo because you all had some particular information that might have to do with my family.
As I sneeze
They're all
in its
dead.
face.
Bless you.
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding.
It was the servant that died, right? Hold on. No.
He had been identified as. What happened here? All right, as much as I love this, I wish I had a physical book, because finding information in a physical book is so much easier. Daklug. I can't fucking say anything right now. You ever have that moment where you just can't pronounce difficult names? Daklahar, I believe is how it's pronounced.
Car?
Dalakar?
Dalakar? I don't know.
Well, either way, I'm gonna tell him that a couple of days ago there was an explosion. One of the people that were killed was Dalakar, and it looked like he was on his way to us.
That's not good.
Why?
Well, he works for my father, and he doesn't get sent out on not important missions. If they believe that he was on his way here.
It's what they thought. Do you know why?
I'm far outside my family's business at the moment.
If it makes you feel worse, he died with a lot of money.
It doesn't make me feel better. Well, as it is, I suppose I can see if I can arrange a meeting with my father to figure out if you all have information on this. He probably knows that he's been killed at this point. But at least my father might be able to tell you why he was here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll see what I can do about that. It'll probably take a few days.
Okay.
My father is difficult to work with, but if I plea that it's on behalf of him, then it should be fine. And that you all have information about him, and that you seek information that possibly help.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll see what I
Been
can
working
do.
hard trying to find a fellow who did him in.
I appreciate that. He was a good man. He was actually a defector from the Zenitarum at one point.
Hmm.
Anyways, I should head off. I'm gonna have to go make this arrangement. They're sitting down for dinner. That'll put him in a good mood. I'll head over there now.
All right. Well, thank you for the information.
Of course, I owe you a plethora of favors, so this is a pretty easy one to accomplish, even though it's difficult for me. Anyways, have a wonderful evening. I'll see you as soon as I have information.
Yep.
Thank you.
And then I'll continue to head upstairs.
Sure, you can easily do that. What the rest of you like to do with your evening?
I'm gonna go grab Lift's book and tear it like one page at the back.
Okay.
Then start drawing some plans for the building and then head over to Tally's.
How dare.
Sure, you can do that.
Lift's not gonna talk that much. He's not gonna use the entire book.
You don't
You
know.
don't know that.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to the end of the campaign. He's gonna have important information to tell you, and he's gonna run out of paper.
Nope.
And the killer's name is.
You needed paper.
Wait, what's the killer's name? He ran out of paper. I'm sorry. You saw the whole
And
thing.
he's gone now.
Oh, that's actually when he gets to the last page is when the rat comes back.
So,
He's trying to warn us.
yeah, you can do that. You can head over to Tally's and give him the design for everything. And he happily nods and says he can work it into the plan.
Yeah, so Tal, this is plans for it's plans for a cat staircase. So
I can probably work that in. Do you want it along the normal staircase? Do you want that in the walls? Where do you want that?
on the second floor, hold on. I think I got it.
I can do that. I run it along the walls there, up to the floor. No problem. Anything else you need?
Okay, so it's the red square is the staircase location. I would also like the door to be shifted to the right, 1 5-foot square, and then like that filled in with wood or something, or a window.
I feel like I don't see what you're talking about.
Either.
I put it in the Dragonheist chat.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think moving it is an easy thing, especially since those are made of stone.
I'll pay a premium.
Do you know he works with wood, not stone? But what he was talking about is he could easily run it like along this wall, like kind of like that shape. And then it would
Which
just be a
wall?
hatch in the middle, bottom floor. Where the circle is, or where the square is.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of run it along that wall, and then he could run it up the wall, and then it would literally just be a hatch they could open up.
Yeah, the problem with that is the door that's here, so...
Yeah, it
had
wouldn't
to be
affect it, because the
here.
hatch would open up in the middle of the floor. It's
Yeah.
a cat-sized
Not
hatch,
sure.
it doesn't have to be that
Okay,
big.
sure. Yeah, like spiral staircase for cats, and then the hatch at the top.
Can I please select this so I can delete it? He can make it into the plant. Moving doors is difficult when they're stone walls.
Okay.
Very expensive. I'll just put it that way. Removing a structural wall of a stone building is very difficult.
Ugh.
So, anyone else doing anything specific?
No.
Nope.
Are you going, Burstuck? Are you going to do work for the evening?
As long if they're still up and I usually will go over there if I've got time. If they're still up and doing stuff.
You can
So,
have.
I'll-
They'll have enough hours if you want to. You can roll however
there
many
and put in
hours
a
you want to
couple
work.
hours.
Figure we'll get this out of the way before we end session.
Better. Much
Much
better.
better.
Nice.
All right. So you do 2-3 hours.
Not
Man, I
great.
screw up the last bit.
Oh.
All right. Give me a
Screw up.
D100.
All right.
All right. So, for the first set of armor, it takes you about 2 hours to complete each set, roughly. So you do finish it, and even with the 22, I would say, with the 12 in the first hour, you end up actually fixing off the parts that you didn't do a great job on as well. Turns out a decent set of armor. For the second set, go ahead and roll me 2d6. Okay. For the second one, as you go to place it into the forge, and heat it up, you watch as something falls off the metal that you didn't see. And the forge ignites and explodes outwards. You take 10 fire damage
Owie.
Ow.
from the forge and get thrown back. Go ahead and give me a strength saving throw.
Can I have it do a reaction or is it too fast?
I would say this is too fast because you have stuff in your hands at the moment. You're currently holding armor.
Makes sense. And a strength saving throw?
What reaction were you trying to make? I'll put it that way.
Absorb elements.
Yeah, you could do that. You'd have time to do that. As you see the thing kicking up, you cast absorb elements and save yourself from one
Yeah.
one point of damage.
Oh no, actually, it gives me resistance.
Yeah, it gives you
but,
resistance, so you take half.
So
as
I
well.
take only 5, but yeah.
As you feel yourself be thrown back by the thing, you slide back 5 feet. You don't manage to quite hit the wall, luckily. You do manage to hold on to the armor as well, or the piece of metal that you were working on. As Imbrook and AV come running out, what the hell happened?
It blew up.
What blows up here? It's Imbrook. It's fine. It happens. You know that sometimes stuff gets mixed. I don't care if stuff got mixed in with the metal. He almost blew our damn shop up. Just go cool off. It's fine. And it goes huffing off, steam clouds coming out of his ears. Very pissed. It's fine. I'll deal with my husband.
Sorry about that.
It happens. We places we purchase metal from are also frequent places that gunpowder is dug up, so it gets mixed in sometimes. Doesn't happen very often,
Alright.
but we thought we cleaned everything. That's my job, so I'm sure that I'll deal with that this evening.
Sorry about that. No, well,
Glad you're
I think
okay.
I'm okay. I got the first piece done. Should be in good shape, but I think I may call it for the night.
That's probably a good idea. Have a good evening.
You the same. Hope nothing's too busted.
It'll be fine. This isn't the first time it's happened.
Take care.
As he just starts kind of dousing the shop that was a little bit charred and looked like it might light on fire with water, with his water Nazi abilities. But yeah, it doesn't seem like it's too much of an issue. But you did complete one set of armor, which let me go ahead and give you the money for that. So for that, you managed to pull out of it 250 gold.
Oh my.
It's plate mail.
Nice.
Your cut of plate mail is pretty decent. So, anything else you guys want to do?
No.
All right. So, you all do settle in for the evening. Settle all in for the evening. Everyone who has a point of exhaustion, you get your point of exhaustion removed as you rest for the evening. And that is where we'll call the session for the evening.
Nice.
So, everyone who, all my players, I thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys have fun. Everyone who is watching, be sure to, if you haven't caught up on everything that happened, make sure you tune in to my YouTube channel. I'll be posting in my Discord whenever I update new YouTube videos. I'll make sure that I do a better job of getting the YouTube videos out on a regular basis. I usually try to put both of the campaigns out on Sunday if I remember.
That's
so,
tomorrow.
Yeah. It's not that much of I don't really cut anything, so just uploading a video. So stay tuned for that in the Discord announcements for that. You can follow my Discord or join the Discord there. And yeah, does anyone else have any announcements for the week?
Nope.
Nope.
All right.
No rat hauntings, so
Nice. Stay tuned for tomorrow night over on Lazy General's channel. He is going to be hosting the next episode of his campaign. I believe they moved it to they don't know when they're moving it to because their players keep getting different work schedules every week. So my next Wednesday campaign is going to be canceled due to the fact that I have finals coming up this next week and I have a court case to come up next week. So I decided this morning, I was like, hey guys, we're going to cancel for this 1 week because after this I'll be able to do campaigns on a regular basis. So be sure to check out for next Friday for a Metals campaign that'll be happening around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on Metal God's channel. And be sure to check out next week for our campaign as well here around 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys for joining and hope you guys have a good evening.
bye.
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 Bye-bye.
Yeah, this is a shitty photo of Lycanroc, but I'll probably get a better one. Shitty photo, good photo there, actually.